Good evening, legends. What's happening, everyone? Thanks for joining us on the eve of the big game against the Bulldogs on Saturday. Apologies for the lack of the usual enthusiasm in my voice, but this fucking lineup is fucking killing me, man. Would have liked better, uh, different players in, but we'll discuss this. Uh, and I've got Manny with me. How are you, Manny?
Hey Mick, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. Good. So ins and outs, man. Fucking hell, Skunk. Gus. Everyone wants Gus in. Harvey Harrison. Everyone's wrapped for that. It's probably Parker. He's been in and out. But fucking Skunk, mate, couldn't even get a kick against fucking forklift drivers last week in the VFL. Straight back in. We're playing small. I don't know, man. We've been playing this long bomb game. Who we're gonna long kick it long? Who we're gonna long bomb it to now, man? There's no one, mate. When McStay's chopping out, we're gonna be small as up forward. We've said it, man. Like I've heard you say it. You know, why aren't we switching the ball around? I know. Remember that first game against St Kilda, we were switching the ball around a lot. Some people were complaining that it was boring and shit like that, but you know, it seemed to be effective. We've gone away from that now. Now it's this long bomb, but that was last week. This week, we can't do that this week, man. We'll get fucking creamed, mate.
See the scoreboard on the clock still?
What's going on? Hawthorn smashing St Kilda?
Yeah, 49-5. 49-5. That's exactly all you need to know. Move the footy quickly, forward fucking handball, long forward a handball, players free everywhere. Gunston's kicked fucking 4 goals already, not even half time. See? Getting them on the lead, putting goals in every fucking week. The same shit there. You could tell against all. You know what Fly's new selection fucking plan is? I'll give you his new selection plan. There, it's called, instead of the magnet board, it's called the age board. He's got a new board there. It's called the age board. So he puts all the players on there. Any player that's over 30 years old, straight in the side. Every single week. If you're 30 and over and mature, he picks you first. And anyone under, there has to be an injury for them to play. Harrison should have been in weeks ago. Parker, the last game Parker played, he looked lost, fumbling the ball in the back 50, lost, shit himself, was fumbling, didn't know what was going on. All right, he puts him back in. I don't know what he's going to put him back in for. Doesn't even run and carry. He's probably going to put him on Riley West. West is going to open him up wildly.
Yeah.
He drops West, brings Membry in. What's Membry going to do there? He might kick 1 goal, if that, maybe 2. If we're lucky, he might kick 3, 4, if we're lucky. He's brought Cameron in. English is coming in off a break, fresh. English is going to work him over like you haven't seen before, because English has got a massive tank on him, and he kicks goals in the forward 50. And then after fucking English is finished with him, guess who else is coming in? Lob. So they're going to get Lob in there. Lob's going to start doing damage as well. They're going to work fucking Cameron over, and we're going to try to play defensively. They're going to keep probing us and probing us and probing us until they bust us open. And bye, Charlie. See you later.
Going by what you just, that rant, are you tipping them?
Well, I'm not confident, bro. I'm not confident. Are you confident about us tomorrow? I'm not confident, mate. Because I'm worried about the midfield battle, and if we keep the same game style, they're going to probe us. They're going to keep probing until they bust us open.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I always tip us, even if we're fucking dog shit. I'll still tip us. And before this selection, I thought I had this feeling all week that we're going to bounce back and we're going to fucking do an Essendon job like what we did on Anzac Day. But after this selection, I'm not as confident anymore. So I've gone by Collingwood by 11, and I'm looking at that squad, and I'm thinking, who's going to shine on Saturday? And I've got my eyes on Gus Anderson after his week's rest. I'm going to say he's going to get 20 plus possessions and 2 goals. So everyone in the chat, throw in your tips and predictions. I'll be asking the guys on the panel as well. I'm hoping Manny. You tipped the Swan. A lot of people tipped the Swans when we played the Swans. Are you still tipping us, Manny?
I'm tipping us. I reckon we're gonna suffocate them, restrict them. I'm tipping us, but in a tight one, maybe 5 points right down to the wire, and we just get the win, critical win. This is a massive game there. We're gonna win this. It's a massive game. So I'm saying 5 points, put it in the vault, lock it up. Nick looks fresh at training. He was running flat out. So Nick's gonna do damage again. So we'll see. But I'm saying 12 points us.
Yeah. 12 points. You're saying Nick's going to have a big one?
Oh, yeah.
40 posies?
They haven't really got a tagger for Nick. See, they're not going to put Bont on him. They're not going to put Richards on him. So they really haven't got a tagger. So he might go head to head with him in the midfield. And get him on the way back.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put you're tipping Nicky to have 40 plus.
Yeah, put him in.
It's in the vault, mate.
Drop a couple goals as well, just to top it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop a couple.
All right. I've got the Warble backstage. There he is. What's happening, pal?
G'day, fellas.
Good, man.
It's all happening. I tipped that Memory was going to be in.
Yeah. I had a feeling as well, man. And, it just came true, didn't it? I mean, I was trying to put this team together. I'm thinking, fuck, man. When McStay's chopping out, we're going ultra small because Skunk is not a tall man. Membry, he can't take a pack mark. Forget about it. And that's been the one criticism of Charlie West. The only one criticism of him, apart from he goes missing, but he's young, but he can't really jump and take a big fucking high mark. He can take marks on leads, and he can find space for himself. Skunk's only fucking weapon is that fucking mark on the lead, mate. He's not going to take a fucking mark with a monster next to him. So I can't see us where we're going to get the goals from, man. I hope I'm wrong, man, but fuck it hell.
Yeah. Like that you have Scump who just leapfrogs West and Buller in 5 minutes after kicking a point in the VFL.
Yeah.
Like Manny says, though, he's 30 plus. He's in the club, straight back in. There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like at least Buller can make a contest in a pack. He can ruck in the forward line. He can take a pack mark, and he leads up and really leads up hard at the ball. Gives a real target and can give you a target down the line. So he's got a lot more strings to his bows than Membry. What I will say about West is a good competitive mark, but only one-on-one. He's quite good at one-on-one, but when there's 2 or 3 guys coming over the top, no chance. He's got to be one out, and he's a chance. Or, of course, on the lead, like you said.
Yeah.
He's a Dunstall type. Jason Dunstall could take a mark 1 out on the lead, but he didn't take pack marks.
Yeah.
Don't want to put too much pressure on young West. He's calling him Dunstall, but that was the type of player Dunstall was, on the lead and very strong one-on-one, but he was only 6'2" or something.
Yeah.
That's the sort of player West should emulate to be, you know. Strong one-on-one, on the lead. He's never going to be taking Wayne Carey marks in a pack. Yeah. But neither's Membry.
Yeah. So, we're not rewarding form like all right, fair enough. If Membry fucking kicked 5 goals in a week in the VFL or something like that, no worries. All right, he's got his touch back, but he looked lost last week, and now we're asking him to go back in the ones to
Straight
be
back
our
in.
main guy, and he's going to be our main guy because DC is going to have his work cut out, man, up against English and that. So McStay's going to have to chop out a lot, and there we go. It's just skunk, mate. And I'd like to say put Geordie deep forward to be another marking option, but Geordie's been all right in the midfield, man. He's had fucking 25 plus games in a row. What, you're going to take him out now to put him deep forward? Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. All right. Maddie, do we have a special guest coming on later? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, yep. He'll be backstage maybe now or soon. He's got the link.
Okay, all right, no worries.
But he's expecting to come on around 9.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. So we've got a Western Bulldogs supporter joining us later. So he's going to come and we'll grill him on the Bulldogs and we'll have a bit of banter. So that'll be all right. I've got Age in the backstage. I'll get him on. Hello, Adrian.
Good evening, Woodsman. Good evening.
The tone of voice. I think it's all of us, mate.
I'm as flat as a shit cutter's hat, mate.
Yeah, man. What do you say, man? It's kind of like fucking hell, man. All right, let's say, all right. This whole thing about Skunk fucking dominating at Marvel. Seriously, what? Because he knows the ground or something like that. That doesn't cut it for me, man. I don't know.
Where are we at as a club?
Yeah.
Where are we at as a club, Nick? If we're relying on this 30 whatever he is.
Yeah.
St Kilda reject. To make us better.
Yeah.
We go in the off season, we pick up Buller, who speculative. He's still a young fella, speculative pick. Gave him some opportunities to start the year. Yeah, hasn't shown too much, but chopped out a bit in the ruck. Yeah, hasn't been the best ruckman. We all know these things. However, you know that his ceiling's going to be higher than a Membry. And again, I don't know how many ways I can say it. The team in its current form, how he started the year, is not going to win the premiership. I know it probably doesn't matter what form the team's in. We're going to struggle to do much this year. But at the very least, you give it a crack going forward with a team that's going to resemble more of our future than our past. And it's just so frustrating to see that Membry, after doing absolutely fuck all in the twos, different if he kicked 3 or 4 goals and you say, okay, well, he warrants selection, even though I don't want to see him ever again, that's different. But the fact that he may as well have not played the twos and he's straight back in is just, so frustrating. And I don't think I've ever been more, disillusioned is not the right word, but concerned. I've never been more concerned about how everything's going to look next year at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we've got a relative to the first part of the year, we've got the next 6 games will determine how we finish off the season. Now, forgive me for repeating myself. I say this all the time. Yeah, you just got to be firing in the last third of the year, but you also got to get yourself in a good position too. Yeah, you can't be dog shit and then firing. That's too late. Like 2024. Yeah, you got to get yourself thereabouts and then fucking hopefully hit form in the last third. Now we've got these next 6 games. We got to fucking, get 5 wins. Really, we've got a lot of lowly teams coming up, and we're going into games like this with it just looks very bare. And look, I hope Fly proves us wrong, but yeah, man, we have to really do something in these next 6 games.
Did you see the press conference, guys?
When today?
Today.
Yeah, we mentioned Membry. Yeah.
So Fly was asked. He said, "Oh, so Fly, a few injuries this week. How do you think we're going to cover? How are you going to cover that?" He goes, "Oh, well, we've got a lot of depth, like Tim Membry. We've got Tim Membry."
Yeah.
Laughable.
Now that was the only player he mentioned.
Yeah.
And I just knew what he's doing is he's doing that to just warm us up to the fact so that we're not so shocked at selection, because he knows it's not right, or he either knows it's not right, or he knows people aren't going to like it. He knows that the people in the VFL aren't going to like it, because you've got some young kids doing really well. Membry should be behind West. He should be behind Buller. He's even behind Pod, the new guy. I have him behind all 3 of those guys. He should be purely depth. Now, if he was the only one we had, fair enough. Oh, we need him. We've got no tall forwards. Bring him in. But we've actually got 3 really good young forwards now. They're not stars yet, but
yeah. And
is it really a risk to play one of them over Membry? Not at all.
Yeah. And as quiet as West has been, you put Buller there, and suddenly the opposition defence has to deal with another tall. Put Buller in there without having to chop out in the ruck, so he's always there. Buller and West. You've got 2 talls there that can, if one of them has a shit game, the other one probably might get off the leash. But instead, we've got both of them out. We've just got Skunk.
Both of them.
He lives long there, bro.
And
he lives long there. He's going to live long in the forward line. Instead of dropping long and getting him out of the forward line and leave Westy in there, he's going to keep long in the forward line, right? And he drops West. That's how pathetic this is. Dumb.
It's diabolical. The other thing is McStay, who's our best performing forward at the moment, he'll be having to chop out Darcy Cameron in the ruck.
Yeah.
And his game always suffers when he has to do that.
Yeah.
It's diabolical.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking about Membry, there's only one thing that I'm thinking about that he might have been worried about. This is the only thing I can think of. I've thought about every fucking scenario. Whether he's worried that all our other fucking players that take set shots are fucking shocking. And at least he knows if Membry gets his hands on the ball, he's a decent set shot, and we might put some scoreboard pressure on. That's the only thing I can come up with. Apart from that, it's diabolical, like Matty said.
Yeah. Man, I've got visions of the Bulldogs really dominating the midfield, and any kick we get forward is just going to be some scrappy long bomb, and the ball's going to be being long bomb there, and we've got Ned Long, we've got Membry and Shooter jumping up against. Look, their back line, it's their weakness. That's why they're being copping goals. But if their back line's going to be taller than our forward, they're going to take intercept marks. We're going to make them look $1 million. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah, hope it doesn't happen, man. Like, look, I know people bag us, for being negative sometimes, but what, man? We want to win games, man. Is this? I just don't. It really boggles my mind, this selection at the moment, and
The thing is about
we're going to bomb the ball back.
Sorry, who's got?
You go, Matty.
Matt.
You go, Matty.
Yeah.
Just quickly, the thing is about bringing Membry in and taking West out. Peter just commented there on the screen that you put up that we need a replacement for Jamie Elliott, who's a leading sort of small tall, right?
Yeah.
And you just leave West to do that. Membry at times is going to be the only taller type forward down there. He needs to be the second or third at best. And with our game style, if we played a quick movement, then a smaller forward line is fine. It's actually probably better. But we don't. Slow ball movement, and we bomb it to the top of the square. We're expecting Membry to clunk him? Come on.
Now, I would have accepted Membry coming in if West stayed in or Buller come in. That would have dampened things. But this is ridiculous now. All right. Just fucking Membry. It's like, fuck it hell, man. What is this? The fucking Jared Malloy days, mate. You know, when Anthony Rocker was out, bomb it long to Jared Malloy up against fucking, you know, A-list defenders, mate. Good luck.
Oh.
Oh,
But hang on, we've got Shooter.
Yeah, Shooter could take a nice big flying contested mark. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a get out of jail.
We're going to bomb the ball. We're going to bomb the ball in. Buku Kamas and the rest of them are going to take intercept marks on us and lob, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to see Bailey Dale running around from behind, receiving the handball and getting it on their boot and just slicing us up like Swiss cheese. The only way we're going to win this game is if we get them on the turnover. We can turn the ball over somehow, get them on the turnover, maybe in the midfield or maybe half their half back line, and then quickly, while they're all out of shape, get the ball back in quickly. So we've got loose players. Otherwise, if we let them get their game going and their forward handball game going and their kicking game going, we're fucked.
Yeah. All right. The only thing I'm praying for that Fly is playing fucking 4-dimensional fucking chess, whatever that term is, and he brings in West or Buller fucking last minute, you know, to fuck with the Bullies. That's the only thing I'm hoping for, mate, because they're emergencies. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my Mick Tells Fly. All right, here we go.
Hey, Fly, listen to me, mate.
All right, so I've been, not sure if you guys know, I've been catching up with Fly here and there, yeah? You probably know this, yeah? He fucking, every time I fucking give him tips and that, he listens to me, but not always, yeah? He still persists with the long up forward. I've told him, stop doing that, mate. And this is going to be the week where he does stop doing that because Bontempelli, we've got this habit of letting opposition mids get fucking 40 plus possessions and fucking destroying us. And we can't let Bont do that. Now, I want Long. You've named him. I wanted him to be dropped Fly, but you've put him in there. So I've got to work out what we can do about this. So you got Long in there. Now, Bont is playing, he's hampered, yeah? He's carrying something, yeah? So if we put Long in the stoppages on Bont and just fucking crunch tackle him every time he fucking gets near it, don't let him, Bont is not going to kill us with breakaway speed. He kills you by reading the ball and getting his fucking hands free and getting the ball out. So we really have to fucking target him. And I was thinking about this. Pendles has got the smarts to take him on, probably not the pace. Ed Allen could do a job, but I'd give Long the job on him in the midfield. But if Bont goes forward, he'll fucking crucify Long. So that's where whoever's in the back line must mark him like a Maynard or a Crisp or someone like that. But Long has got to tackle the fuck out of him. I'd put Jack Crisp. I've got him in the half-back flank, but I changed my mind. I'd put Crisp on Richards. Another move you got to make, Fly. Sidey's got to go fucking forward, man. We've lost the intelligence of Jamie up forward. You got to put Sidey in a forward pocket and let him just run amok. It could give him a new lease of life. We've been crying for this for a long time. Everyone always says Sidey is a small forward, and this is the chance, man. In the past, we'd said it, but we knew Jamie was always there, so Jamie's not there now. So we're going to put Sidey there. He's different player to Jamie. We know that, but he'll give you a different dimension. He can crumb. He's intelligent. yeah. But the thing is, though, we've got no tools that he can crumb off. That's unfortunately. But anyway, I'd put Sidey up forward. Another thing, I say it every week. Fly, you never listen to me, mate. Josh in the midfield for the whole fucking game, man. Just do it, mate. Enough of this backline shit. Just put him in the middle. We're going to need him, mate. They've got a good midfield. We're going to need Josh in the midfield. And another thing that Manny Costa is a big advocate of is we need to switch the ball around more, man. This long bomb game, I can't see how it's going to work on Saturday, Fly. So please, man, I'm going to tear my hair out. I'm not going to the game. I've got a wedding, so I'll be watching it on my phone, being an antisocial. Yeah, I'll be watching it on my phone, being an antisocial cunt at the wedding. And if I see long bombs to Shooter and Long, I'll just turn the phone off, man, and just enjoy my cousin's wedding. I think, Fly, I've asked you, mate. You got to get Manny Costa down there to rev the boys up. But your reply was, mate, Mick, you're a nobody. You haven't got enough subscribers. I can't take you seriously. So that's what Fly's saying to me. So please, man, tell all your family to subscribe and give me to the 300, mate. Now, the most fucking important thing, okay, Fly. Let's say you've given us this fucking shit lineup, but let's say it's the third quarter and we've got a 5-goal lead somehow. Yeah, that Presti sign has got to go. Burn it, mate. Just get rid of it, man. All right. that only comes out if we're 30 points up in the last fucking 5 minutes, man. Not fucking halfway through the third. What's wrong? You don't trust the boys that they can keep fucking pushing forward and increasing the lead? It's got to go, man. That was sacrilege, mate. You put that sign up in the third quarter against West Coast when we were 28 points up, and then West Coast just chipped the ball around until they almost hit the front. And it could be argued we were lucky to win that game, man. So please, no fucking Presti signs. Only if we're fucking 5 goals up with 5 minutes to go. Trust the boys that they can keep going and fucking belt a team like we did against Essendon. Last week should have been that last quarter should have been sealed. We should have sealed that game at the end of the third quarter, and that last quarter should have been a fucking party for the main man Pendles, running around and just having an absolute fucking party. But instead, we're scrambling around, fucking watching West Coast chip the ball forward. And, it was inevitable, man. They got their goals. Anyway. I hope you're listening, Fly, man. As I said, mate, you listen to me, mate, and the guys on the panel will do all right. But you're very stubborn, so please listen to me, mate.
Hey, Mick, we're getting better every day, so you don't need to worry about us, mate. We're getting better every day. When you come into the club on a Monday, you don't know if we've won or lost. We're getting better every day.
Long down the line, shit, what's going to happen? What's the fucking game? If we go long down the line, I'll guarantee you're going to watch English, and Lob's going to push up the wing, two tall players against Cameron. Because they won't be able to bring the ball down. They're going to be intercepting the mark on the wing, and they'll be fucking coming right back at us all night long. You just wait for it. If we don't change our game style and get fucking mate, we've paid money for Houston. And you understand, right? Every ball goes through fucking Houston. Simple. He takes the fucking kick. If he misses the kick, who gives a fuck? You give the ball to Houston and you say, right, start hitting targets on the angle. Open the fucking game up, right? It's a fast deck. It's Marvel. It's a fast deck, right? No rain. The conditions will be fucking perfect. Get in his fucking hands and let him go to work. He's dropped off as well. And we have to, wasn't he changing up? Instead of going too defensively at the start, why doesn't he go full ball attack mode so we can put 4 or 5 goals on them, and then pace yourself out a bit, see if they can kick a couple on us. If they don't kick a couple on us and we can extend the lead, fine. But don't pull the handbrake up. It's like a fucking drag racer. He's drag racing another car, and before he gets to the fucking finish line, he pulls the handbrake up and puts his foot on the brakes. You're not going to get the job done. He's got to take them on. You got to take them on and get the fucking ball moving quicker.
I agree,
Manny.
Yeah. Matty, your mate Doug is backstage, but there's this thing that says device not connected. So I can't add him on. Like when I hover over his name, it doesn't give me the option to add him. So, Doug, if you're listening, mate, I'm not sure
does he need to leave and come back?
Maybe when I hover over it, it says this person will need to connect their mic cam before I can add them to the stream. So, Doug, if you can do that, if you can connect your mic or your cam, your mic, you don't have to do your cam, just your mic. There's probably an option there to connect it, and I'll get you on, because right now it's not giving me an option to put you on the stage. We'll work it out.
I just want to piggyback on what Manny was saying.
Yeah,
and I feel like I'm saying it every week. But why did you bring Houston to the club if you're not going to use him? Like it's just painful every week in, week out. How painful is it knowing that you got that guy off halfback who can be an absolute weapon if you're just willing to use him? We've bought him over to the club on big money, and you're not even utilising his best strength. Just how when Manny was talking then, right? You get a mental picture in your head, and I get this mental picture of Houston being, 5 or 10 meters behind whoever plays intercepting or whoever plays, and then bang, you give him a handball and he just he cuts you up. And like Manny said, okay, if 2 of every 5, 6, 7 kicks don't come off, it doesn't matter, because the intent's there. The intent to go forward and want to play like positively is there. And then you can back the back 6 if he's going to turn it over here and there. All you're seeing from Houston is like sideward kicks and safe kicks. You could have got a fucking absolute jobber to fucking do that job. Like you didn't need a dual All-Australian to do that fucking job. Use him.
Yeah, mate. I was never a fan of even now I'm not a fan of him. But he was doing a better job than what Houston's doing now. Yeah. He was getting more meters gained. He was running. He was shanking him, and he couldn't fucking lay a tackle. But Houston can't lay a tackle anyway. So, I don't know.
I mean, Mick, you know who we got. You know who we got at the club. I'll tell you who we got. We got the best fucking kicker in the fucking AFL. For fuck's sake, he's the best kick in the fucking AFL. The problem is we're not using him properly, because when he was playing at Port, he was the best kicker in the AFL. That's why I get pissed off with this dickhead of a coach. As soon as he comes to Collingwood, he becomes a shit kicker. He is the best kicker in the AFL. I know that for a fact, because he was there in the rankings. At Port Adelaide, he was the best fucking kicker, and we've turned him into a long bomb down the line bloke. You know what I mean? You got to get him to become the best kicker of the AFL. That's why this coach starting to shit me right off. Right? Create a system that when Houston gets the ball, like Age just said, create a system that if he turns it over, we got protection. See? But this coach has got no fucking idea. I'm telling you, the last 5, 6 weeks of this, I respected him because of the flag and everything else. But the last fucking 5, 6 weeks of this bloke, he's lost that much respect from me from all the shit he's doing. Right? He's starting to get to me now. Get Houston on the run. And once he gets on the run, the other defenders from the other team, they get paranoid, right? And they start scrambling. Then pockets of space open up. Get him the ball and get him to use the footy there. That's who he is. He's the best kick in the league there. All right? And he's probably now he's probably gone to the 250th fucking kick in the league because we're not using our assets properly.
Yeah, it's true, man. And
It is,
the
bro.
the same could be said for Shooter. At the time we got Shooter. Like, I love Shooter. Fuck, you can't complain about his desperation and his tackling and his pressure and all that. You can't complain. But did we need him, man? That's the thing, We had small forwards, man. Why aren't instead of all right? I understand with your Houston argument. He's the best kick in the league, but if you're not going to adapt the game plan he had at Port to us, then what's the use of getting him? What, he's just a halfback flanker now that just bombs it long,
And that's
sometimes he's taking the kick out. What the fuck are you doing getting him to take the kick outs for? What's he doing in the back fucking square there, the goal square? What are you doing? You got to get him up the field. To get him up the field so he receives the kick in, let him receive the kick in, or set up a system where another player like Quaynor or Brazzy receives the kick in, and then get Houston running from behind, receiving a handball, exactly like what Age said. And the system, this will get pissed off because I know how to do it, right? But this coach is dumb, right? And it gets me pissed off. You create an alarm system. It's called. I'll create an alarm system. So I'll put the boys together in a meeting and I'll say, listen, watch Houston. When Houston receives the ball, that's a trigger point. You understand? As soon as you see him receive the ball, that's the trigger point. Every player on the field has to fucking spread and scramble. Say all the players are watching. As soon as they see Houston run around the back for the handball receive, the players should know already. All right, Houston's about to receive the football. Let's fucking spread and scramble, right? So we can create pockets of space. That's what should be done. But this coach, what he's done is all that shit goes out the window now because his only game style is long down the line, get numbers to the fucking drop of the ball, right? And then try to get a handball. If we get the ball, try to get a handball going inboard towards the corridor. Then we've got numbers sitting on the outside there. And then we open up the play inside 50. A loose forward inside 50 runs to the outer side of the 50, right? And it gets found open. And that's how we score. That's the only way we're going to score, right? That's what pisses me off about this coach. He's not adapting. And he's not changing the game style in game, and he keeps doing the same thing over and over every quarter. And then before you know it, the game's finished. And guess what happens? Either we just fall over the line like absolute pussies against West Coast, right? Or we get pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so frustrating. And look, and this comes back to what I've been saying all year. I don't even blame the player. I know it's easy to blame the player. I don't blame Houston at all. I blame this shit fucking game plan that's doing him absolutely no favors. Yeah, there's times where he's fucking butchered it, and that's fine. Every player in our fucking team butchers it. But when the game plan is against a player like him, I can't even blame the player. When I was watching him the other day, he's had a few okay weeks and then he had a few poor weeks and whatever. But my fucking God, when this guy was at Port, and I know a lot of people say, they can't really remember him at Port. Every time I fucking watched Port, the guy was dominating. He was fucking tearing it up off halfback. So it's the coach, mate. It's the fucking coach. Simple as that. And it's so frustrating because if you're not going to use him how he's best placed to be used, what's the fucking point? You may as well trade him at the end of this year. Seriously. You just may as well.
Yeah. And he should be the bloke every time, like the go-to man at all times. Like if we get an intercept mark, he should be in space, getting the ball and launching the counter-attack. Always, yeah? And it's just, we're just not utilising him. And, it's frustrating, man. And prove us wrong, Fly. Fuck. Prove us wrong. And, the boys come out on Saturday because this is before this selection. I was looking at this game thinking, fuck, it's very winnable. Fucking Bulldogs had a big, hard game against Melbourne last week where, you know, it went right down to the wire. They had to try their hearts out, and we've got it. But, you know, if we play the game style that we did last week, man, fuck. And you know what shits me too? Fly. Oh, we want to play exciting footy. We want to excite the Magpie Army. That's not exciting footy, mate. Last week's game was fucking dull, mate. Was boredom, man. Now, if not for the occasion was great. Fantastic. The gold numbers, Pendle's big day, 90 K at the G. It was beautiful. But the actual fucking spectacle, what you're providing for us with the personnel that you have, I don't know what it is this Wade dude fucking in your ear saying, oh, you can't do the run and gun because it's going to fucking, you know, they haven't got the K's in their legs or whatever. But it's not, you know, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to Fly. A lot of the goals that we scored last week were exciting, but the play, there was no daring run and gun through the middle that, you know, would excite the crowd.
You know what those goals were exciting? Because in the third quarter, after half time, in the halftime break, you know what he said to him? He knew the game was tight. And he knew that if we drop this game, right, the pressure's gonna come on him like a ton of fucking bricks. He fucking knew it. So at halftime, you know what he said? He gave the boys license to go out and play. And guess what fucking happens? The ball starts moving. And when the ball starts moving, guess what happens? You start seeing tap-ons happen from Nick Dacos. You start seeing cunts fucking spreading the tap-ons, little tap-ons. Jamie Elliott kicking goals from the boundary, right? All that kind of shit happens because it's free-flowing football and the players are playing on instinct. But then after we scored 3 goals, guess what he done again? The sign went up. He pulled them back. All that shit stopped. No more tap-ons. No more fucking like that chaos football, right? The other team gets fucking structured. They get set properly, right? And it becomes a struggle again, right? He should say to him, but he's full of shit. I know he's full of shit because if he says to him this week, right, from the first ball up, we're going to play fucking chaos football. And if we lose, we fucking lose. But he won't say that, right? Because if he says that to the boys, they'll go out there, they'll play chaos football. But he doesn't say that. He wants them restricted. He's become a defensive coach now. He's become too defensive, too fucking structured. We look like robots out there. It's like a fucking machine without oil, right? And we're about to seize up. Everything's so hard, laborious, right? Players are holding onto the football. They're looking for targets to hit. No one's moving. No one's running. No one's spreading. That's why we look like that, bro. Absolutely boring game of football. Boring.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Mick, but that 90,000 crowd was probably the quietest kind of crowd at a big occasion, mind you, when we're all just waiting for something big to happen. I was at the game, I'm waiting for something to happen. And we saw a few things in the third quarter and that got us going and we thought, all right, here we go. We're going to bury these like bunch of kids, you know, here we go. And then the sign comes out, and then the dour shit begins, and then everyone's just silent, and then they get within a fucking goal of us. It is just like pulling fucking teeth, mate. How we have gone from the most exciting, watchable team that, we were erratic, and we found ourselves behind in games, but, you know, you just always knew, okay, we've got a bit of dare in us. We've always got a way to get back into the contest. Now it's just this fucking boring, slow coach in job protection fucking mode. That's what it is. He's got his flag in the bag, right? And he's looking for tenure now. That's all he's fucking doing, this guy. I promise you. He's looking for tenure, 1 million plus a year, put the kids through fucking private school. go to Europe 2 months a fucking year in the off season. The missus buys a new handbag every month, mate. This is what we're fucking turned into, all right?
Hey, Age, you're being unfair there. It's a flag and 2 prelims.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, the prelims. Yeah, the prelims.
Prelims,
Also,
mate.
boys,
2 prelims.
the mids fucking know. Our mids know, Mick, right? Common sense tells me now. This is what I know, right? Our mids, Nick, Pendlebury, right? Pendlebury, Jordan De Goey. They know. They know when they walk in the middle of the fucking oval, they know Cameron can't fucking jump. They haven't told him, but they know it. So they know now that he can't fucking jump. They know now that he's not going to get the tap out. So instantly, their brain is consumed. Their brain's consumed now because they're not free. They don't know where the footy's going. So they've got to sit in the middle now and read the other tap man. They've got to sit in the middle and read the other ruckman's tap. And that's thought, too much thinking, and too much process, bro. So what happens is they're trying to read the other ruckman where he's going to tap it. They can't read him properly. Too much thinking, not enough instinct, and that's why we keep getting smacked in the middle. That's the problem. But when Steen goes in there, you see Nick, when he hits him on the chest, it doesn't hit him on the chest because that's fucking coincidence. It hits him on the chest because he knows where the ball's going. See? So everything that's happening now is becoming too much fucking thinking, too much fucking restriction, and too much fucking bullshit. He should just let him go out there and play, loosen them up, free him up, and let him play fucking football.
And that's what's happening with Carlton now. Fraser's loosened them up. They became fucking uptight, and he's loosened them up, and look what's happening, mate. They've banged on 2 wins, and I wouldn't be surprised if they I wouldn't be surprised if they give Geelong a shake tomorrow, man.
All this bullshit here every week.
They're winning in a lot of key stats. Carlton are one of the best sides in the last 2 weeks.
All this other crap here. One more thing, Mick. All this other bullshit here that pisses me off, right? He's going to play a defensive role. The biggest malaki I ever hear every week. He's going to play a defensive role. Listen. If you're winning the game of football and you're kicking goals, there's no need for a player to play a defensive role because you're not going to need him playing defensively, are you? Right? But if you start him playing defensively, then it fucks our system up. See? The same shit these cunts going with. Well, he's going to play a defensive role. Well, get the job done, start kicking goals, and he won't need to play defensively, will he? The same shit this cunt comes up with every single week, man.
On that note, our guest is backstage. I'm going to get him on. Now, before Matt told me that he's got a Bulldogs mate coming in, he's like, yeah, my mate Doug. I'm thinking, Doug, all right, he's probably got Dougie Hawkins coming in, mate. How good's that, man? But he's got Doug Chappell, and I'll get him on. There we go. Good day, Doug. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Vic. Hi, everyone. How are you all? Yeah, I'm not Dougie Hawkins, but we speak similar.
The Bulldogs, mate. Lifelong fan? Are you from the western suburbs?
Yeah. Yeah, born and bred. Grew up in Footscray.
Oh,
yeah. Three generations of Bulldog supporters. Probably 4, actually.
Yeah. You would have been absolutely stoked with your start to the year, and you got a bit of injuries now, and is are up and down,
mate. Yeah, kills you, and I think it's like the first 4 games just great, and all quality sides. So you're thinking, oh, this is going to be the year for us, and then all of a sudden Darcy goes down, then England. Every game we start losing people. And so now I just don't know what to expect. So even though you guys have got a couple outs as well, I don't know where this is going to go on Saturday. I have no idea.
Hey Mick, quickly, you want to change the view so that the comments aren't hiding Dougie?
Yep. Oh, sorry. 1 second.
Someone has said, ask Doug about liver. not the Pinsky. I'm shattered. Everyone always loved Lipper. But yeah, it's good that he gets to play and stuff because we're always playing him in the second. So I'm actually happy for him.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Do you want him back?
Hey,
you just praised him.
We need anyone back at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll take old Libber back at the moment.
Yeah. Now, what are you thinking about this game, mate? Are you backing your boys in to get the chocolates?
Oh look, I'm one of those guys that I can never tip against my team, even when we're like on the bottom of the ladder. I'm just weird like that. But look, I think, I don't know. I really this one's hard. I favoured us against Melbourne last week, and but yeah, and I knew Carlton was going to beat us, especially with changing a coach. I just knew it. But yeah, I think someone just put you can have him back for a packet of chips. That's a bit rough. It was a bit hard done by when he was playing the Bulldogs because
Doug, he's a fucking spud, man. He's a fucking spud, mate. We'll give him to you for free, mate. Don't worry about that. Packet of chips.
But when he was a bit younger and he's at the Bulldogs, he did get a lot of.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, straight swap for Ed Richards. How about that?
No chance on that one. But we're just with doggies. Oh man, we lost. Look at all the players we've lost. I don't know if Liberatore is going to come back because of the concussion. I hope he does, but it's he's getting on and he's had a few bad ones. English is back, which I'm happy for. But our backline still, even when we won the 4 games, our game style, we really have to get everyone back to sort of help out our backline, which is it's a big ask. It's constantly a big ask to So if you've got 1 or 2 players out, it leaves big holes. So every time it goes down back, I just panic because I know it's going to lead to a scoring shot like most of the time. So we need to be on top in the midfield, I think, if we're going to have a chance of winning.
And how's Bont going? He's carrying an injury, isn't he?
Yeah, you can tell. Look, I'd love him to rest, but because we've got no players, and even Richards doesn't look like he did in the first few games. I think he's still carrying a little bit of an injury as well. He looked better last week, but just a little bit slower. Buku. Someone just put up about Buku. Look, I think Buku's he's good and he's athletic, but I think he plays best when he's like that third option. When he plays like on the like the main fullbacks and stuff, I don't think he has the height and the strength 1-on-1 to go with him. But when he's got the third tall, he normally does okay. But we like I think with English their lob will be in the back line. And just helps us a bit. And with O'Donnell, and then you got Buku being that third tall. It's not, but it's still not like a dominant back line, but we do need that help from the midfield and people running down.
Are you a Bevo fan? Because I know I've got a lot.
That was my
Bulldogs
question.
mates. Oh, sorry, man. Because I got a lot of Bulldogs people that can't stand him. And
I get a lot of flack for this all the time because I got very good friends that they and look, it's right what they say. They said one of my friends, a good friend of mine, Billy Hogarth, his name is. He does a lot of like football functions and sporting clubs and memorabilia and stuff. He's a cool guy, but what he says is pretty good. He said, I don't think any coach should be at any football team for longer than I think 6 years or something. He said because it's always better to freshen people up. And look, that's an interesting thing. I love Bevo because my whole life I've never seen a grand final. I never thought I would see one. Now I've seen 2, and Bevo's been at the reins for those 2, even though we lost one. But again, I got to see. So in my eyes, he can't do any wrong. And there has been times when I sat there and said, we sort of need to change, but he sort of just he's always just plays in that sort of grey area. Just when I think like I started agreeing with everyone to get rid of him, we'll have like a good good run, and then I said there I'm back on side. But I do think, I do think that I do like Bevo, and I like him. And this year it's been hard because of all the injuries, so it's hard to judge him on that, even though people will if we don't make finals. But to lose all those players in the matter of like 2 weeks, it's pretty hard to sort of all of a sudden just come back. And we're slowly getting players back in, which is good. But whether it's going to be, we're still going to be healthy enough, and you don't know what's going to happen later on in the season as well. So I'd give him another year, see how he goes. I'll probably get, I'll probably catch a lot of slack for that.
Yeah. You got a question here from Mr. Wharf, who is the father of Matthew. Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember Shane Lovelace? He was part of the premiership team at Sale 40 years ago before joining the Bullies.
Another name, Shane Lovelace. I can't picture him at the moment, but
he was
I recall that name.
Big full
I recall the name. Yeah.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I remember the name Shane Lovelace. I just can't remember him. No.
Yeah.
I think he was at the Bulldogs before Sale, actually.
Yeah.
But he was
what year would that
played
be?
in the premiership was around 86. But he was playing for the Bulldogs. It was sort of late 70s, early 80s, I'm pretty sure. And he kicked like 60 goals one year. He's pretty handy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he would have been with Dougie Hawkins if he was in the 80s. Yeah.
Yep. He is a legend around country footy. He's gone and kicked 100 goals at like 6 different country footy clubs or something. Just an absolute.
Wow. Wow.
gun.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
And my confident about Butters. Oh, look, I hope so. Especially if we lose Liver. I'm not. I sort of am, and I'm not. I was doing a show with Liver, and look, people aren't going to tell you stuff, but he's, Butters is, he talks a lot to Bont and is friends with Bont. He was a Bulldog supporter when he was younger too. So I think it sort of depends how we play this year, because he wants to play finals and stuff. So if we sort of fall out and aren't looking good as we come to September, it's not going to be that attractive to him. So I just hope Geelong don't get him.
We all know
he's going to Geelong.
Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Well, they said they get from Geelong.
Yeah, that's the way it works, Doug. Every time I do my pre-game shows, I try and get an opposition supporter on, and Matt's been good enough to get you on. And what usually happens is the chat just fucking bombards them with questions. So you'll be answering a lot of questions, mate.
I don't mind it at all. Yep.
How you gonna beat us this weekend, bro? What's the plan? How you gonna beat us?
Well, I think midfield. I think whoever dominates the midfield, I think they'll win. Which is like it's most games, but I think especially because of our back line, if it goes too much in our, if it goes in your forward line, if you get in your forward line more than us, I think you've won the game. Well, even close to us, because I think you'll kick more goals in your forward line than we will.
Yeah. Hey, Dougie.
Yeah.
Have you seen our forward line, Doug?
Do we scare you anymore, bro? Like 2023, do we scare the Bulldogs like we did in 2023? Are you scared of us?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Thanks
so.
a lot, mate.
Of course not.
Now we know
this is the true story. I used to do.
Now this is why.
I used to do like. Sorry. I used to do because I'm a comedian. That's what I do. If people didn't know, but I used to do the Magpie Club every time the Bulldogs played the Magpies, and Jeff Curran used to like invite me. So I used to do comedy and stuff like that. But every time I went, I did like 4 years in a row or something. And every time, like the Bulldogs won, had like a great game. And Eddie Maguire come as one of the guests once. And he got so angry with me, like cheering and stuff. And he goes, "Yeah, you can't come back." And he said it sort of jokingly, but I was never invited back. So I think it was a bit superstitious of me being there. So but it was fun. But
you're one of those teams, the Bulldogs, even when Collingwood was in dominant periods in the 80s and the 90s, the Dogs was just one team that would always seem to have our measure.
Yeah, especially at Whitten Oval.
Even when you guys weren't that good, you would play against Collingwood and it would be like your grand final and you'd like win by like 3 points.
Man, I remember when I was a kid, Collingwood was like, I think on top of the ladder. They're either on top or second, but I think I'm pretty sure they're on top of the ladder. And we're like last or second last. We'd won like one game. It was against St Kilda, who hadn't won anything. And we beat you. And it was like everyone in the crowd. It was like a grand final for us. It was fantastic. And because I was a little kid, I thought we went on top of the ladder. I thought it was like boxing. If you beat the world champion, you become world champion. So I'm like, how come we're not on top? They go, we only won like one game. They got like, okay, we beat the people on top. Yeah. So but we have that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say it would have been fucking hard being a Bulldog supporter over the years. Like, he's had your moments. Like Malthouse took us to a prelim in the late 80s with Simon Beasley and all that. And then he's did okay. There was a couple of good years in the 90s, and then there was a barren period, and then he's fucking won the flag. Yeah.
Man, 97. Oh, man. We probably should have won that. But I just that was the year I started comedy. And I was doing I used to do these nightclub tours on buses, and I was just shattered because it was just so deflating. And there's a guy, I was in the city, and there's a guy sitting in the gutter in the Bulldog scarf, just with his head in between, like he was like just drunk, and he's like, and I sat beside him, put my arm around him, I go, I know how you feel, brother.
Yeah.
I was just soul destroyed, and I never thought I got to. And my son's worse than me. He's like crazy Bulldog supporter, and I felt so guilty for making him follow the Bulldogs. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I never thought I'd see a grand final in my life. So I've seen two now. That's why I always love Bevo. So yeah.
Hey, Doug, favorite Bulldog of all time?
There's been a few. Like I always love Dougie Hawkins because my name's Doug too, and I've done lots of shows with him too. So he's like a friend now, and he's such a great guy, good to hang out with and stuff. But I got to say,
he seems like yeah. Go. Sorry, Doug. Go. You keep going.
Just as pure player, I'd say Bond. I used to think Chris Grant beforehand, but Bond's just he's amazing, and it just the time he has. Like in situations where it's just like he does, it's like it's in slow motion sometimes, and around all the traffic, you're just like, it's almost like he does it so easy. So
good Marcelin boy, I like to hear that.
What's that?
He's a good Marcelin boy. I like to hear that.
Who, Dougie Hawkins? I loved fucking Dougie Hawkins, man. The good thing about Dougie Hawkins, he was such a character, man. And he used to come to Vic Park, and from the stands, we used to absolutely give it to him. And he used to give back as well. And there'd be this banter with the crowd and Dougie, and like it was kind of like nasty, but still like light. What can I say? Like friendly as well. It wasn't, he could take it and he could give it. And I remember he was resting in the full forward once, and Mick Gaffer was on him, and Mick Gaffer was like a fucking glove, wouldn't let him go, mate. And people from the crowd were just giving it to him, hey Dougie, and all this sort of stuff, and he was just turning around and giving us a wink, and then he kicked a goal and he just gave it to us. He was a character, man. He's a heart and soul, man. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And the first time I did a show with him, I used to do a character called Dougie from Footscray, and I used to wear like a Bulldog jumper. And but it was sort of the character sort of based on like my growing up, because I grew up in Footscray, and I grew up in like the Commission Flats and stuff like that. So it's sort of like my growing up, sort of there. And I used to have like a beanie on this and tracksuits and Dougie said to me, he said, "Oh, I heard you do this character," and I said, "I don't want him to think I'm sort of making fun of him." So I said, "Nah, like I said, it's just a bit of fun I do." I said, "I don't do it at every show." And he goes, "No, I want to see you do it. I want to see you do it and stuff." And so I said, "Oh, okay." So I did it, but he loved it. He loved it, and I said, "Oh, can you sign my jumper?" You know, he goes, "Yeah." He said, "Who do you want me to sign it to?" I said, "Just sign it to to Doug from Dougie." You know, and he goes, "Okay, how do you spell that?" And I go, "I love you, Dougie. It's great." Yeah, so he's a great character, Dougie. So yeah, no, I've always loved him. And
he was so great.
Brian. Someone just mentioned Brian Royal too. When I was a kid, I loved Brian Royal as well. He was great.
Yeah. You've had that very fruitful area where Matty grew up. That was a Footscray zone, wasn't it? So many great players from down up that way. Quinlan, Brian Royal.
Bernie Quinlan. Wow.
Yeah. So many great memories of Collingwood versus Footscray / Western Bulldogs games over the years. One game that comes to mind, I'm not sure if the younger guys can remember. I'm sure Matty will remember this. Remember that Colin goal where he fucking balked Graham Wright and fucking ran and fucking won it for him? Do you remember that one?
I actually think I do. When he ran,
you
around
do.
Him. Yeah.
We've had great games over the years. I remember one game, another one early 90s. I didn't go to it, but I remember listening to Rex Hunt doing the broadcast. And yous were up. We came back from like fucking, I reckon it would have been close to 50 points in the second. And we came back and we ended up winning by about 40, 50 points. That one rings. Yeah. I've got to look that up, but I just remember listening to it and just being amazed at that amazing comeback. My favourite Bulldogs player, Tony Campbell, mate, with the fucking gloves. Remember him? Full back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Slick back hair. Fucking.
Yeah.
I remember he beat Tony Lockett one day, mate. So it's no mean feat.
He was one of the first. He was one of the first with the gloves, wasn't he?
Yeah. He had his own merchandise agreement with the gloves, mate. Tony Campbell.
Yeah.
Great character.
You got fucking Jono, Gunn, Libba, the old Libba senior, Gunn, fucking heaps of them. West, Gunn, the other bloke, the bloke that got someone in the headlock. What was his name? He put someone in the headlock on the boundary, nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Real rough bloke. What's his name?
Southern.
Danny Southern.
Yeah, Sutherland. Yeah, Danny Southern.
Yeah. That was the sandwich he got in the headlock. It was wet for West Coast, wasn't it?
Rough as guts, buddy. Rough as guts, buddy.
He kept like snakes and stuff that he Southern did.
Yeah.
I remember with Libba Senior when he was playing.
How the fuck did he win a Brownlow, man? Graham Wright got robbed that year, mate.
There's people with scratches everywhere. I think he was biting people, punching people in the balls.
He was so Footscray, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's got a twin too, because growing up in Footscray, they used to, I used to wrestle. They used to go down the wrestling place, and he's got a twin. I can't remember his twin's name.
Fred.
Fred. That's right. Yeah.
He's
like
a
bodybuilder or something.
Bodybuilder, I think.
Yeah. He's got a gym in maybe South Yarra or around that area somewhere. I don't know if he's still got it, but
he's built like a brick shit house, his brother. He's the one that should have played football, I reckon.
But I remember the old days when I was a kid. Oh, sorry.
No, you keep going, Dave.
Yeah, I remember the old days when I was a kid, and because we'd go down the Western Oval, because half time was for free. So when we were kids, you just used to go half time because you didn't have to pay anything. But at the end of the games, especially if we won and stuff, if my dad was there, everyone could just go into the changing rooms and stuff. So all the players would be there, and everyone be drinking, and all the players be there, standing there. You can't do that now, but back then everyone just mingled with everybody, talked to everybody. And they'd be drinking after the games, being drunk and stuff. It's crazy. Different game now, but back then it was a really community. Yeah.
The Western Oval, fucking hell, mate. Talk about great suburban grounds, the old days with Windy Hill and Western Oval and fucking Glenferrie.
Yeah, we used to steal the footballs too if they come too far over. When we were kids,
just thinking of Western Oval.
Go, Matt.
Were you at that game at the Western Oval when Gubby Allen? We were up by 3 points, and Gubby Allen took a mark in the back pocket, and he did one thing you never do, and kick across goals, and he hit Simon Beasley on the chest, 10 meters out. Do you remember that one?
Oh wow! I still remember Carlton Templeton when I was a kid too.
Yep.
Yes.
Is that the comedian Doug Chappell? But being a comedian, that's debatable. It depends. It depends if you like my comedy or not.
Can I ask you, Doug? Do you know Russell Gilbert, Western Bulldogs supporting comedian? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I work with Russ a lot.
Yeah, he's got some health problems now, isn't he?
Yeah. So I haven't seen him for a while. He went through a bit of a tough period and stuff. Lost his partner. And, but he's a mad doggy supporter. He's a great guy, Russ. Yeah, just we're supposed to be doing some shows, but just because he was going through stuff, he just had to step away from comedy and stuff. So I haven't heard from him for a while now. So I spoke to him just after his partner passed, a few months after, and he wasn't too well then. So but I think he sort of got better from then. But I think he's sort of now just stepping away from things and retiring.
All right. I'm just going to get
noticed recently, Doug, you did a sporties night with Swanee.
Yeah. I got another one coming up with him too. Yeah, great. Swanee's great. I've worked with him a few times. And but I'll be honest, we did a cricket club, and it was with Damien Fleming, and it was just a really fun night, and it was probably one of the best of sporting nights I've done in a long time. Where both of them, just absolutely killed. Had great stories, and Swanee's always good to listen to. So I think they were a good combination together, especially at a cricket club. It was a good sort of combo.
Yeah, I did do a sporties night with Swanee in Bangkok.
Oh, really?
And, so I emceed, and I just thought he just did an hour, and I just thought, he didn't have time, but I was really keen to get him to go and do do his basically storytelling as a stand-up, because if he'd got up at a club in Bangkok, probably people wouldn't know what he was. I reckon he could have been a stand-up in his own right. He's that funny.
Oh, absolutely. Oh no, he's so good. It's I was at a party once with him. I was Ricky Nixon's birthday, and I had a few I had a few drinks, and I was talking to him at the bar, and I thought it was Damien Martin because I was having a few drinks and stuff, and and my mate goes, you got him, you've got him, Damien. I go, what? I said, no. I said, Swanee. I wasn't thinking. And I go, he just smiled.
You thought he was the cricketer Damien Martin.
Now, is that Doug? Is that when you do shows? Is that Swanee's story now, or is that your story?
Yeah, probably. But just when you're drinking, you're talking to people and stuff like that. And I knew who he was, but you sort of just with names and stuff get mixed up in your head. And because I had a few drinks and it was late at night, and I'd come from a country show, so I drove about 4 hours, and it was really late. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and so I felt like an idiot. But that happens sometimes. You can't help it.
Hey, Doug, did you go to the premiership? Did you watch the flag in person?
No, and the thing is, that's all I wanted to do in my life. And I got offered 3 tickets, and one was a really good one too. But my son, that was only for one person, so I couldn't get like 2. And my son was only like young at the time, and he said, and I said to him, I said, oh, because I said we'll watch it and stuff like that. Then when I got the offer, I ring my son up and I said, he'll probably understand. When I tell him, he'll understand. So I rang him up. I said, look, I got offered this ticket for the grand final. It's really like good seats. It's part of like one of the corporate sections. And I said, so, and as I was saying it to him, I thought he said, they go, yeah, no, I understand. And he goes, you're not going, are you? I'm like, well, no, but I was just saying, they're really good seats. So, it'll be like a shame. I don't want them to go to waste. And he goes, yeah, but you promised me. And I go, well, I did promise you. So, yeah. So I stayed home and watched it with him. But,
what a dad.
What a dad.
I went to, yeah. But
Mate,
I went to the Wooden Oval the next day.
Yeah. You can thank me for that success, Doug, because I remember one time in the early 2010s with my Bulldogs, mate. One drunken night, he was lamenting the lack of success from his team, and I just looked at him and I said, mate, you will never see your team win a flag, mate. And a few years later, so yeah. I'll never say that to any other fan again, mate.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually thought I'd never ever say. I actually got to a stage where I actually said, I think there's just too many teams in the comp now. You know what I mean? And I said, I just don't think, and like the AFL's got pressure to, especially like the newer teams and stuff, to, have them be successful. So it's going to be really hard now for the Bulldogs to win a grand final. So for me to see one was just, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I got more emotional when we won the prelim because I'd seen so many prelims where, we just got beat and it just killed, and so just to see us get over that line to know we're in a grand final and to know what that week was about, that grand final week where it's your team you're looking at for all the shows and stuff. It was just amazing. So when we won that, man, I had a show that night and I was just like so emotional. And I caught the bus because I've been drinking. And it's funny because that year I had to drink every time I watched the game because I thought it brought us luck. So every game I was blind. Yeah.
Dougie, was that a goal? Was Lippers kick a goal?
Which one? In the 97 or?
Yeah, the one where they picked him up and he's fucking celebrating.
In 97, that was a goal. I'm pretty sure that was a goal. Yeah, so we should have won. Yeah, we should have beat Adelaide. Yeah.
That was full on. I remember that. I remember that fucking vividly, man. That was a goal. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
that was a fucking goal. That was robbage. Yeah. Absolutely robbed right in front of me. Right in front of me.
Unbelievable. And we did win 7. Yeah. And we got in.
How far up were you? Okay. How far up were you in that game? It was like 5 or 6 goals.
Yeah, we're a bit up. I actually, I just had a baby at the time, and we actually, because we're just new parents, so I didn't know how to look after kids or anything, and we took her down to Sunshine Hospital because she wouldn't stop crying, so we didn't know what was wrong, and I was trying to listen to the games well. And now I'd sound like a good parent, do I? And we're up, so I felt really confident. Then when I got home,
mate, we understand.
And then when I got home, I said I'll watch it from half time and stuff. But I felt really confident. And then as soon as I walked in the door, my dad rings. And I answered the phone, and my dad answered it like this. And my dad's like a mad Bulldogs supporter. He answers the phone like this. Did you watch the game? And I go, I don't need to now. I said, well, why'd you answer the phone like that for? He goes, why? I haven't told you anything. I said, I can tell. Then I was just shouted. I said, so Dad, you might as well tell me. And he goes, we lost by 2 points. I go, well, why'd you answer the phone? I said, if you answer the phone just normal, I wouldn't have thought anything. But you can't answer the phone. Can you believe it?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, man. I said, But yeah, but that was a tough loss.
Even that Melbourne grand final where Melbourne beat us, you were fucking up. Fucking when Treloar kicked that goal, I'm thinking, fuck, the Bullies have got it, and Treloar's going to win a flag. And then Melbourne just went fucking nuts. Petrarca fucking went nuts, and they won.
And we couldn't stop them. We just once that happened, and and that was from 7th as well. We got in there from 7th, and actually I didn't give us much of a chance against Melbourne. But during the game, I said, well, I reckon we could win this. But I also think, look, Melbourne, the second half they played great, but I do think because we travelled a lot, every week we travelled, and there was a lot of travelling and stuff. So I think by that, once they sort of got ahead, we just had nothing left to try to mount a comeback, and they changed things around the ruck, and it was just, but at least I got to see 2 grand finals. Hopefully there's another one. Hopefully it's another one this year, but it's not looking good at the moment.
Yeah. I've got a regular panelist. I'm just going to get him on. Sean, Ultimate Greatness.
You want me to jump off
Shawnee? No, it's all good. All good. All good. This is good, man. All 6 of us for the moment, and we'll work it out. Shawnee, welcome to the Bulldog Show, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Bulldog Army Chronicles,
I even wore a black and white T-shirt for you guys.
Yeah.
There you go. Dougie, feel free to stay as long as you like, mate. I
got to go at 10 o'clock anyway. Because I got to meet a guy because I got to pick up some light equipment and stuff. So I told him.
That sounds like a very Western suburbs thing. You got to go meet a guy to get some stuff, mate.
Lighting equipment. It's code. It's code.
And also, Dougie, is any shows coming up that you want to plug?
Look, I'm at the Comic Lounge in Melbourne. One of the biggest comedy clubs in the world. I'm there every Tuesday. I host the show on Tuesdays. I've been doing that for probably 15 years, and everyone pops in, like Arj Barker. He usually pops in all the time, so it's a fun night if he wants not do anything Tuesday night. I'm not there the next 2 Tuesdays because I'm doing a tour like the Outback in WA, and I'll be probably doing a couple in Perth as well. So any Perth listeners, come and see me in Perth. I think next Saturday or the Saturday after, something like that.
Do you have a website?
I have to come to Bangers. I have to come to Thailand, Doug.
Yeah. I've done a show over in Thailand, but it'd be good to go back. I just like being in Thailand. So it'd be good to catch up. Go over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, was that Mick? I'll cut you off.
Age was saying, do you have a website?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Not really. There's probably like old ones, but they're probably disconnected. But I normally just use Facebook and Insta, and So my Facebook's Doug Chappell Jr., just JR, and Insta's just Doug Chappell. But I normally put my shows up there. If people want to know, let me. And if people like regulars of the show, let me know, and I'll organise some free tickets for them.
Yeah. And awesome. What's your comedy style like, Doug? Like,
awesome.
For example,
great. No.
Yeah?
It's hilarious. It's
I reckon it is, man. I can tell, but
some people think it's terrible, but don't listen to them.
I went to the Comics Lounge about 10 years ago, and you were emceeing the night. I remember you were great. Me and my missus were sitting in the front row, and you absolutely took the piss out of us. We were your bunnies for the night. So, but you were very.
Are you one of those? Mate. Are you one of those comedians that pick? Do you pick on the hecklers? Like if someone heckles you, are you all over them like a cheap suit?
Yeah, look, look. There's not many people yell out anymore. Sort of comedy's changed. When I first started, there used to be. Well, Matt knows. Like, when you start, like it's back when I started, a lot of people used to yell out and stuff like that. Clubs now, they've got like security and stuff, so people don't. But when I was younger, like I toured with Chopper, and so I just got used to hecklers. So, we'd go do all these things, and people just yell out all the time. So I sort of got used to that. So if anyone yells out, I can do like an hour just going back and forth. It doesn't bother me. But with all the clubs and that, they sort of stopped that like a few years ago because they want people to like listen to people's material and stuff. But I do like talking to people. But I like my favorite thing is just telling stories, like funny, true stories about my life and stuff like that. And I like
when you host, Doug, how much crowd work when you're hosting, like emceeing, how much crowd work do you doing versus material? Are you just getting to know the audience, or what's your sort of mix when you're opening a show in particular?
Well, what I normally do is when I first start, I normally like just talk to people and get people's names and stuff. I do sort of light crowd work just to sort of make people feel inclusive and also show that like I might have a bit of fun, but I'm not going to say anything like too mean or too, you know what I mean? And when I do bag them, if I make fun of their name, I make fun of my name too because I've got a terrible name. But if you get something gold in the crowd, I'll keep going with it. You know, if it's really good, you just keep
go back to it.
Yeah, but if it's sort of like, and sometimes if you talk to people, you can see that they don't want to be spoken to. I just leave them alone, and then I just go into material. But it sort of depends on the crowd. You sort of there's some crowds that I was at the Comic Lounge last night, and the crowd was just a bit quiet and stuff. And I was an MC, and I just popped in to do a spot, and the MC was like doing a lot of crowd work and. The crowd was a bit flat, so when I went out, I didn't want to do any crowd work or anything because MC already done a lot. So so I just went straight into material and having fun and stuff, and they they normally will go along with you, and you sort of get so you sort of change with whatever energy you feel in the room people enjoy more. That's what you sort of go with, and if someone's already doing a lot of crowd work, no point in going on and. He's already asked everyone, their name, what they do, all that. Exactly. You don't want to be like, ask again. So, I'll just go in. And the only crowd work I do then, I might just yell out to the audience if I've got a question or something like that. So anyone can sort of answer. And it doesn't matter what they say because, I already know my answer anyway. It's just my way of involving people a little bit, but if they don't want to answer, I'll answer what I think, so I might ask them a question and then I'll just say, well, this is what I think. And then I'll go into my routine.
Isn't it amazing how you can have the best material, like absolute gold material, but you say something that the audience perceives to be just off the cuff, and it just goes so much better. Like, oh, you just made that up,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the best crowd work, or do you know what I mean? Like when they think it's improvised, and you might have the same answer you've used before, but it's all crowd work always just goes off.
Yeah, and also too, you can have a joke because now I've been doing comedy 29 years, so there's routines I haven't done for like 25 years, but someone will say something, and it'll remind me of the routine. So you got this old routine, and people think exactly that. They think you just like made this up. But I used to say it for like 5 years when I first started, and then you sort of bring it out again, and they're like, "Wow, just come up with all that stuff." But I do love it.
Hey, a few years, 2018, I did what people told me never to do, and then I did a tour with Greg Fleet.
Oh,
right. I love Fleety, but
yeah, we'll talk about it backstage another time. A few of the things that happened, but he had this legendary joke. Do you remember the joke he told about Kirk Douglas's son?
Yeah.
Do you remember that bit? So anyway, we're backstage at a gig we were doing in Singapore. And I said, Fleety, are you going to do the Kirk Douglas's son bit? He's like, what? He hadn't done it in like 15 years or something.
Oh wow!
He's like, and I had to. I don't know if you guys know about Greg Fleet. He's a legendary comedian, but he's had a lot of issues with his life and stuff happening to him, and pretty hard drugs and everyone knows this. Like everyone knows this about him.
Yeah, and he
had this bit. So. Yeah, he had this bit where he was doing the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival, right? And there was this Michael Douglas had a lesser known younger brother, and
it's a comedian,
and he started doing comedy, and he just wasn't any good. And anyway, so I'm trying to remember how he segues, but he sort of stops the story and he talks about how his father, Kirk Douglas, his most famous role was at Spartacus, right? And so the famous scene there is they're onto him and they're trying to find where's this Spartacus? I know he's here. He's somewhere here. And before Kirk Douglas's Spartacus stood out, the guy pushes him back and says, "I'm Spartacus." And then another guy stands for it. No, I'm Spartacus. Anyway, so he goes back to telling his story about how Kirk Douglas's son was on stage and he's just absolutely dying and just absolutely bombing on stage. And he just starts going in the audience. He just starts, "Don't you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" And he goes, "I'm Kirk Douglas's son." And then someone stands up at the back of the audience and goes, "No, I'm Kirk Douglas's son." It's better when Fleety tells it, but anyway. This is probably in his top 5 Greg Fleet's best stories. And so for the rest of the tour, we did like 8 shows around Asia and Thailand. He ends with that bit to a standing ovation. So he's probably forgotten again by now.
He's great, Fleety.
But
yeah, you have.
But, is he still kicking around?
Yeah, he's trying to get back into it. But yeah, it's sort of like it's tough. It's tough to, especially when people have breaks and sort of coming back into it, because there's so many every year there's new comics coming through and stuff. So it's hard to sort of come back into it and stuff. And and again, like I suppose like comedy changes over the years as well. So it becomes sort of tougher for different venues to put acts on, especially when people have had breaks, even if they're being quite well known. So even like Richard Stubbs, which I'm a massive fan of Richard. He helped me out a lot when I started. He's great. And he's come back doing stuff, and and he's having fun doing it and stuff like that. But again, it's hard to sort of fill sell out shows like he used to and stuff, because again it's there's all these new people coming in, and you also got like YouTube and TikTok, and there's people that are massive on that. That they sell out arenas and stuff. So there's a lot of avenues now. So yeah, it's tough, even because I'm friends with the guys at the Comic Sound, and it's great acts. They can't even get gigs there, and they say, "Mate, we just can't fit them in." We know they're good acts, but they show me the lineups, and they said we've sort of got to give some of the new guys opportunity and chances. And same as with some of the YouTubes, they bring in big crowds, so it's hard to sort of fit different acts in. So it's tough, especially as you get older. It's tough. So
when you say the YouTubers, because they're bringing their own audience, is that what you mean? Like,
because
the social media. That's why a lot of people build up the social media. They might not be the best comedian, but they sell out because they've got that following.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the fans love them, So, on a night where, say a Monday night where there might not be, like a big crowd, they'll sell out within like an hour. So, yeah, they can. And look, I've got friends, and look, they're good comics, and they work hard. So, look, sometimes people criticize them, but a lot of them are young. So with the younger audience, so if they go to a normal comedy club, some of them they're sort of get more sort of better now at dealing with different age groups. But when they first start, because a lot of the people were younger, they were more targeting sort of their age group and their age bracket. So when they did, say, like more mainstream comedy club, and there was people sort of in their sort of later 20s to 50s on sort of a like a sort of majority of the crowd, they'd struggle with like the older stuff. But the more they do, the better they get. So look, there's some really great comics that started up from YouTube and stuff. They can do mainstream rooms just without their name, but because they've got a name now, they can travel all around the world, because it's not just here. They can travel all around the world. Like, just say Hughesy's big here, but if he did gigs in perfect example, if he did gigs in Barcelona, there wouldn't be like as many people that know him. Where people like Luke Kidgel, I did Barcelona, and they said, "Oh, you know Luke Kidgel?" I go, "Yeah, he's like a friend of mine." And they're like, "Oh man, he was here," and I got a picture with him. They're talking like he was the biggest thing ever, and they're all in Barcelona. So because of his reach on social media, he can just go anywhere he wants and just sell out places. So it's great. And look, and people like Luke, and there's a few others, Lewis Spears, and they totally deserve it. And Blake Pavey, because they work so hard, they put so much into it. So and they're legit comedians. But there's some people that aren't great stand-ups, but because they got that following, it's you'd be silly not to put them on, even if you put them on for like 10 minutes, because people find out they're on, they'll bring 40 people or something, or even more. Some can bring 500 people. So no, sorry for talking so much about comedy.
That's all right. No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
What's your favorite thing? Comedy in the Bulldogs.
Man, I've got so much respect for someone that can just go up in front of a crowd and try and be funny. That would seem like the hardest thing ever, because you just you'd shit yourself. You probably thought about the funniest joke, and you probably think it's going to come off, and you probably just say it, and nothing happens, and that would be mate.
that has but that's how you find out. And it's instant. Comedy's instant, So if you say something that you think's funny, it doesn't work, straight away, But you still still try a couple. I'm trying. Sorry, buddy.
Go, Manny.
Hey, Dougie, you met the Greek ones? So you met the Greek comedians? Effie, fucking that George, and the rest of them. You met them?
Yeah. George Caprinaros, I'm actually good.
What about fucking what's his name? Where's he gone? He's gone missing as well. One of my favourites, Steady Eddie. Where the fuck's he gone?
Oh, Steady Eddie.
Is he still around?
Steady. Yeah, I was talking about Steady. You just messaged
fucking
me
Steady Eddie.
Yeah, you won't believe this. I'm just talking about Steady Eddie yesterday. Then someone sent me a clip on him, completely different person, and now you mentioned him. Yeah, Steady, honestly, I'm good friends with Steady. I don't want to hijack the show, but I got some really funny stories about Steady. But he's one of the wittiest comics I've ever worked with. He's just really he's just so. We did an Outback tour, all these different places, and mate, he was doing like an hour and a half. He was headlining, and you just every place we went to, we'll be talking in the car and stuff. So he wasn't sitting there writing stuff down. But when you got there, he'd have all these jokes on the area, different things that happened on the way there. He's brilliant. I got so much respect. I just think his real name's Chris. But yeah, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. So I'm glad people are talking about him. So because he deserves it. He's still doing comedy. He does cruise ships and stuff. And he's about to do a tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
but sorry, guys. Sorry for talking.
Speaking of comics with cerebral palsy, speaking of comics with cerebral palsy, has Brian Freeman? Have you worked with Brian Freeman?
No. No, I don't think I know Brian.
From Brizzy, really good act.
No. Oh, okay.
Really good act.
Yeah.
He opened for Jim Jeffries.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know. Well, actually, the Tuesday nights at the Comic Centre, to give another plug, Jim was in about a month ago. So a lot of people pop in the Comics Lounge. So, but yeah, I don't know. What is Brian? His first name's Brian, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, someone's just subscribed to YouTube. Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, Jim Jeffries was huge, wasn't he? Yeah, he made it.
Yeah,
he made
still
it in
is.
America. Because he's doing game shows over here, but I've seen him in America, doing shows with big American comedians and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he's massive. So and he's
into my movies and TV shows, as well.
Mate. Yeah, he's just he can pretty much do whatever he wants now.
Yeah.
You know.
Look at this comment here.
Now,
this comment
what
here.
are your
People freak out when, like I was talking to this American dude, and I told him Eric Banner started out as a fucking skit comedian, and they're like, "Nah,
Yeah.
man, that's how he started off, and then he got into acting, and he became a big movie star." Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I used to do gigs with him when I first started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, yeah. So I used to do gigs with him, and I'm actually in the movie Chopper. I was an extra, and you can see me like, you can see me like a little bit in the background in one of the scenes when I was young. But I was so because I was sort of working with him, and now all of a sudden he's doing this movie. I didn't want people to know I was an extra, and I was supposed to where he pulls his penis out in that scene. I was supposed to be sitting in like
the
this
fake
like
penis.
behind him. Yeah. And it's funny because you had to sign a contract saying they can cut your hair. And when they had the fake one, they go, oh, because I didn't know what they were doing, you know. And I just heard like makeup go, can someone cut like about 2 inches off Eric's penis? I'm like, mate, I signed a contract to cut my hair. I hope they don't come and ask me that, you know. I only have 12 inches left. But,
he's a good St. Albans boy, mate.
Yeah, but it's I'm spewing now that I was like embarrassed because when I said I don't want to be seen as an extra, so when they wanted to sit me there, I said, "Oh, can I sit in the back rank? I've got a bit of a cough." They put me in the back. I'm like, you know, but yeah, but he was good. Someone's got the doggies by 4+.
Yeah,
Trelaw.
That's about right.
You know. Well, I hope it's true, but yeah. But for you guys, yeah, I hope it's a good game. But yeah, I've had fun. I don't want to, you know, but yeah, I still want the doggies to win. But I better get going, guys, because I got to meet this guy in 15 minutes, and I've got my pajama pants on, so I got to get changed. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it, and good luck on Saturday. And this was so much fun. So yeah.
Thank you, Doug. We'll check you out, man.
Guys.
Check out Doug's YouTube channel.
Come to Thailand soon, mate.
We'll
get you a tour in Thailand, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anytime. Be awesome. All right. See you guys. Thanks for having me.
See you, Doug.
See you, buddy. See you, buddy.
See you, guys.
That was great, man. Thanks, man.
There you go.
He was great, man. I can't wait to check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Comic Slam.
You're going to get everyone to say, can we get Doug back?
Yeah.
I was on a Tinder date, and it was a bit that he's obviously done a million times before, but he fucking tore shreds off me, mate. And he was hilarious.
He picked on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He spotted it from a mile away, mate. But no, he highly recommend going down to the Comics Lounge when he was emceeing, and that is really, really funny. So, and it's really cheap. That's the other thing about the Comics Lounge in North Melbourne. Really cheap and just a great night out. And yeah, open. Matt knows better than me, but they're open every night, aren't they, Matt?
Yeah, I think maybe 6 nights a week.
Yeah,
something like that.
Really affordable and great comedy.
You can go there. Yeah, you can go there any night of the week, and you could see like a Louis C.K. or a Bill Burr or someone who's just passing through will just jump up there. So it's a world class club.
Yeah. You know, do you find Husey funny, Matt?
Not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah. Back in the day when me and Doug first started, we started in the late 90s, Husey was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like he sort of from like the late 90s through to the early 2000s, he was just one of the funniest comedians on the planet. And he just sort of changed his sort of personality on stage. He just used to be really iconic. Like his whole thing was talking about being on the dole and like just being a loser. And he just had this really laid back way of talking, and it was just all like this. And then he changed it. Like, he totally changed his sort of character.
Yeah. Because he became big.
He had this big. So I was on the dole. He became big. He's like on bloody Nova FM and Triple M and TV shows and so. But a lot of that in that vintage in the late 90s, there was like, so me and Doug started with like, Peter Hallier, American Rosso, Husey, Corinne Grant, Rove.
Peter Hallier.
All these people like.
We got Colin, bro.
And Husey was the funniest. Will Anderson, who comes from my neck of the woods. Husey was the funniest, but he ended up being not, he's not everyone's cup of tea. He was much fun.
Peter Hallier, your comment on Peter Hallier.
Comment on Peter Hallier.
Yeah.
So Peter Hallier, he watched comedy. He watched comedy for 2 years before he did open mic.
Okay.
And it was actually really smart. So by the time he had his first 5 minutes, he was like on Hey Had Saturday within like 2 months. Like he studied it, and he become very good friends with Rove. Like Rove had him under his arm from a very early stage, and Rove was sitting there pointing out, this guy's going to be. I'm going to take him along for the ride.
Yeah.
But he did a seagull joke that was a bit too much like mine. Both Peter Hallier and Rove did my bits, and Hallier apologized because a little bit.
They stole your material,
but Rove pretty much 90% did it on Rove, and I ran into him at the Opera Bar outside the Opera, and he was with his missus. What was the lady that
the one that died? Yeah.
And how you doing? Hey Rove, how you doing? Hey Wolfie, how you going? I'm like, you're pretty good, mate. You're doing my seagull material now, I see. He goes, oh look, Wolfie, it was like the riders and da 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 da. I'm like, oh okay, you know that's my bit, but anyway, it's like I let it go.
That must happen a lot, though.
But,
it
does, but it's usually accidental. Like that bit is about a physical thing, about how different seagulls act and whatever. But it was specifically, I talk about the one-legged seagull.
Yeah.
And the one-legged seagull you always feel very sorry for, so you give him all your chips.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you finished all your chips, and then a leg drops down from under the feathers. Oh, he fucking been scamming me. So that was a particular bit that he did. The one-legged seagull. So it was, and he would have seen me do that like 50 times. But anyway, that's showbiz.
Yeah. Good day, Shawnee. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed the guy that came on just before. Yeah. So it's always good just to talk about some topics that aren't just AFL and stuff, and got some good insight. So it's good.
Let's get back to the doom and gloom, man. What the fuck happened?
I was just going to say,
comedy for us, mate. That's that comedy
for a bit.
Yeah, that's comedy for us, mate. We got fucking. That's fucking. That's perfect comedy.
Hey, Matt, what but you stole it from your old man, mate.
I did not, but like I'll be like sitting down, chilling out, and like Dad will like send me a message. Rove just did your seagull bit. I don't watch commercials, and he's like, Mick Malloy just did it too.
I can't handle Mick Malloy, man. Fuck. No, I can't handle him for some reason.
Funny story. There's a
he's fucking. He thinks he's funny, bro. Even the other Blake, Sam Pang. Sam Pang, he thinks he's funny as well. Some of them are fucking. Yeah.
Everyone says I look like fucking Sam Pang, and it fucking shits me, man.
Nah, man. Sam Pang wishes, man. Sam Pang wishes.
You look like Johnny Sack. You look like Johnny Sack from The Sopranos.
Oh,
you're Johnny Sack from The Sopranos.
Yeah. I'll start fucking raising my voice.
I'll tell you a story about Dad's got involved. So I'll tell you a story about Dad. So I'm at the SB one day. SB used to have a legendary comedy room, and Sundays they'd have a Sunday afternoon show. And Dad come seen my show, and he come backstage, and the SB was awesome. They'd always have 2 slabs of VB cans that were free for the comedians. So you just go out, hang out, and drink cans during the show. And this guy called Brad Oakes, Collingwood supporter, is emceeing the show. So Dad goes up and introduces himself. He goes, "Oh, hey, Brad, I really like your material." He goes, "I'm Matt Wharf's father." And Oakesy goes, "What's it like having a gay son?"
What a dickhead.
Oh, man. If I could ask, if I can ask Rick, Mello, and Mr. Wharf in the chat to put your tips in for the game on Saturday. Give us a margin and what you think, which player is going to play well, if you can, guys.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah, mate.
Mick, is Chris on the waiting list, is he?
Oh, he is. Sorry. I had so many people.
I'll jump off, put him on for a bit before he fucking take me off, put Chris on for a bit, and let him go on with it.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you one. Chris Talbot.
Hey, Mick. How you going?
You sound a bit subdued, mate.
How can I be happy? Charlie West got dropped. I am so pissed off. They brought in Membry and they brought in Parker. How can I be happy?
I know, mate.
I'm so happy they brought in Membry. I watched your watch along last week. You said he did crap, and now he's in playing this week, so I'm supposed to be happy.
Mate, he'll probably, as Josh Jacobs is saying, he'll probably fucking kick 3 goals, but most likely you won't. So
you guys are probably going to laugh at this, but I've only just figured out now. I've only just now figured out why you've actually got a team on the stream. I didn't realize selection was tonight, so I don't know how I've done that, but I've completely.
Oh my God, Sean!
I'm completely missed it.
Oh my Shorty!
Fucking hell, bro!
That's why I was even looking at it, and I was even seeing like skunk on there, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that makes no sense, but whatever, probably a typo. There you go. Holy shit!
What do you think it was, a fucking mother's meeting, Sean? Huh?
I was just sitting here chilling.
What night did you think it was, Shorty?
Well, technically, in my defense, there was a guy that was.
Didn't you read the thumbnail? Miko's did all this work putting on the thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
It's all on there.
Yeah.
Didn't you read it? You just jumped on.
Yeah.
To be fair, in my defense, there was a guy that came on that was talking about comedy. So maybe that was his shtick that Tim Membry was going to be in the borderline this week. So
and that thumbnail that's not hard work, man. That thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's just fucking. Can you give me a picture? You just tell the fucking AI, give me a picture of a fucking magpie swooping on a bulldog, and that's the first picture it gave me.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it's done? Is that how it's done, Nick?
I thought
you were something special. You sit there for fucking hours putting this shit together. Is that how easy it is? Fuck me.
Yeah, man.
So then obviously with the Tim Membry inclusion, because I'm actually I'm now just seeing the outs now. So obviously, West is out. So after Tim Membry's performance in the VFL, that now warrants a spot in the seniors. Is that what the standards are now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with the way he played, he basically looked like he got told that his career was gone with the way he was acting. And now that he's got his game now, it's well, why? The only question I have is why. The guys out
there better every day, Sean.
Oh, it's a joke.
I know why he's playing. I know why he's playing. Because it's at Marvel. Because it's at Marvel. He's supposed to be good at Marvel. If it was anywhere else, he wouldn't be playing. But if it's at Marvel, he's supposed to be one of the best players at Marvel. Give me a fucking break. It's one of the jokes of the year. Dropping Charlie West.
Yep.
But that's the thing, though. To drop West, though, like,
yes,
and we wonder why these kids are struggling to find any form or confidence. Like,
but Long stays.
Yeah,
he loves the maturity.
That's
He loves the
Yeah,
system.
West has dropped.
That's
and
why
Long
he keeps playing. That's why he keeps
as a
playing
forward.
mature players.
yeah.
So they can fucking work. So they can work his
But Long's
system. That's
not
why he wants mature
Long's
players.
23.
Because sometimes the
Long's
young players.
23. Why is he? You know.
because actually no, they did draft him, didn't they? I was about to say he was traded in, so maybe there's like a difference there, but he wasn't traded. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe because it was like the mid-season draft, maybe they looked at that as a mature draft rather than a draft of 18-year-olds.
Yeah. Look,
It's age all age. You can see it from all the way. You can see what he does, mate. He starts off with all the mature players, and then he goes down the list with age group, and then the only way he plays young players is if there's an injury. He should have brought in Harvey Harrison ages ago, because he's played a few good AFL games. He should have brought him in for more speed, running up the half forward line, a bit of midfield, right? But he's got this thing that he plays all the mature players, unless they're doing a Chris Scott on him. I've been thinking this. The mob are doing a Chris Scott on him. And the powers above are telling him, listen, play those players because we've got him into the club, leave the young ones out, put the pressure on him, right? That's why he keeps playing him.
The thing is, Sean, excuse me. I don't mind Membry coming in, but have another tall there, man. Look at the forward line, man. McStay's going to be fucking chopping out, and fucking Membry's the only tall, and he's only fucking 188 centimeters, man. He can't fucking jump. So if we're going to play that long bomb game, we're fucked, man. We're going to have to he's going to have to alter the game plan and play run and gun or something different to this long bomb bullshit because we've got no one to run down the line, mate. You know.
So then, are we assuming that it'll be a combination of Long and McStay to do the backup ruck? Is that what we're assuming?
For sure. Because you didn't bring in Buller, you have to play Long in the ruck. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other option is if they give Frampton a bit in there, but I don't think they will. It'll be McStay and probably Longy around the ground here and there getting slaughtered. But what other option do we have, really?
And as Mello has just indicated there, is Parker needed? Like another small defender?
No.
We've got fucking millions of them on his team, man.
No way.
You know?
No way.
He's not a like for like for more. That's not a like for like. The fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Mate,
no, look, he's clueless, mate.
Yeah.
He's age. You said this earlier. He's obviously going smaller. We're going to try and outrun him somehow. But yeah, you've got to have a tall target. You know, one tall target up forward, a main one that is not fucking chopping out. Yeah, and we've got no one, man. You know,
my theory was that I think he would be a bit concerned about now because the Bulldogs have had a few injuries. I watched them closely last week. I saw they were trying a lot of run and carry with their game style because they probably know that that's maybe something they're still pretty strong at, like maybe just trying to break a few lines and whatnot. So I reckon my gut's telling me that's why he's gone slightly smaller. Having said that, it still doesn't make sense, the forward structure. I understand the ins, but I don't understand how you can bring in a Will Parker instead of like a Noah House, for example. That's what doesn't make sense to me. What also doesn't make sense to me is if you are to play Buller, so they could have brought Buller in. Okay, fair enough if you wanted to drop West. Fair enough. I would have hated it, but if you're dropping West to play Buller to give you an extra ruck option, I would have said, yeah, okay, that makes sense structurally. But the fact that you've dropped West to put in Membry sort of just doesn't make sense to me. It's just the wrong selection. I'm sorry. Like, it's just as simple as that. It's again, just lost at the selection table, you know?
Yeah.
If we lose this by 2 goals or less, I'll almost bet my life on it being lost at selection.
Yeah.
I reckon he's brought in Parker for the rotations. I reckon it's for the rotations. I reckon he's brought in Parker for the rotation cover. So when Josh comes off or Quaynor comes off for a bit, he puts the Parker on, right, just to give the other boys a rest in the back line. That's what he might be doing it. So just a bit of rotation cover. Take one defender, smaller defender off, get Parker on, give the other ones a break, and then fucking swap over again.
Yeah. Well, Mello's saying Parker's probably in to take on, one of Sanders, West, or Arthur Jones, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
You wouldn't want him on West or Arthur Jones. No way.
West can get up as well. West is a Jamie Elliott type. He might torch him to shreds.
For sure.
Yeah, Parker better lift, mate. It's funny in this fucking club, right? You play one outstanding game, right? And all of a sudden you're the fucking messiah. He plays one good game against the Crows because they're bombing the ball in. And Darcy Moore's playing a good game because the ball's coming in like we fucking bomb it in, right? Parker's intercepting, right? The low ball that's coming in, and all of a sudden, Parker's the answer to all our problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
so reactive, this club, man. So fucking reactive, man.
I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee quickly, guys. I'll be back. All right?
Nick, before you go, even Dougie
Mick.
I asked him the question. See, I asked him Dougie the question. I tested him out. I said, "Do you fear us?" See what he done? He laughed. They laughed at us there. We're a laughing stock at the moment.
No one does.
I can lift his guts.
Yeah.
They laugh at us, bro. They're fucking laughing at Collingwood Football Club. They were laughing. I asked Lucas as well. The other bloke, Lucas, I asked him as well on purpose. He laughed as well, bro. We're not feared anymore. We're not fucking feared, bro.
No.
Why would you fear going long to the boundary? You know?
All right, I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm just going to fill up my
coffee. Bro. Fucking pathetic.
Cool, Nick.
Yeah. But that's the thing, the only positive you can take out of that is that we are a team that no one fears, but we're still around like 7 to 10. So we're probably like a whole card like playing team. But yeah, and that's the frustrating part is that we actually have the ability to be a top 4 side, even top 2 side, if we actually got our shit together. But yeah, with the way things are going, like we're just going to be out this for basically until Fly goes.
Hey, boys, you know where we were sitting this time last year? You know where we were sitting on the ladder this time last year?
Numero uno
with 36 pontes, right? One game ahead. This time last year, we were on top of the ladder. This coach is making us digress, mate. He's making us go backwards. You're telling me that in 1 year, not even 1 year, right? Yeah, in 1 year, we've gone backwards, right? 5 fucking, how many steps? 7, 8 steps. It's because he's fucking around with us too much. That's what it is.
Manny, we're getting better every day, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we come to the club to get better. Yeah, it's all about improving. Listen. Hey, I should go into the club and fucking listen. Hey, I will kill and say, listen, hey, get out there, right? And don't worry about this dickhead says putting up signs and stuff. go out there and play fucking rock and roll football. And if we lose, we fucking lose. But at least we lose with fucking. At least you lose with fucking respect.
Spot on, mate. In 2022,
Fuck me.
that's exactly what happened. You get the new coaching.
Exactly.
We get this new game plan where we're just fucking at teams all the time. We didn't have the polish all the time, but I'll tell you what, I remember speaking to my mates that go for all other teams in 2022, and they were going, fucking hell, I don't want to play you guys, because you used to see us going through the fucking middle all the time, mate. Every opportunity.
Like I know.
And I know some people say, we don't have the pace and this and that. You don't need the leg pace. It's about the ball movement. You don't have to worry about the leg pace. It's the ball movement. I know
the ball moves faster than the player.
That's right.
People always say, oh, we don't have the leg speed anymore. It's not about the leg speed. It's about the ball movement. That's all it comes down to. And our ball movement is non-existent.
That's right,
non-existent.
Yeah. I reckon even Ned Long fucking hates playing that fucking defensive forward role.
Yeah.
Defensive forward role, he's cunt.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Ned Long would fucking hate it himself, I reckon. He's like, what the fuck?
He doesn't want to play fucking defensive back. He wants to play fucking mid there and crash and bash there and lay tackles. He's our leading guy. He was our leading fucking tackler last year, right? He's our leading tackler last year. So you've taken that out of his game now, and you've made him a forward. A forward to do what there? He doesn't even know forward fucking craft. You might as well put me in there, and I'll do fucking better, right? And what does Fly expect's going to happen if we kick the ball down the line? What does he think's going to happen? Who does he think is going to intercept the mark against fucking English and fucking Lob? What's he thinking? Does he think all of a sudden that Membry or fucking McStay or Cameron are going to start taking clunks on the fucking boundary line? He's delusional there. He's delusional.
No, he thinks Lipinski's going to do it. He thinks Lipinski's going to take all the marks down the
line. You said he wouldn't even take Lipinski back. I told you he used to get dropped every fucking week, right?
Yeah.
Dougie wouldn't even take him back for a bag of chips. That's how shitty he is, mate.
Yeah.
He should have taken. No, I said in the chat, why don't they take Darcy Moore? Asking, would he take Darcy Moore to West?
Hey, Chrissy, I'll get your tips, man. Your tip and prediction.
Oh, it's hard for us to tip us, but I'm going to. I'm going to go by 10 points, but I'm not confident.
Yeah. And is Lipper going to tear it up?
Really? Really? He'll be lucky to get one disposal against his old team. I'll go Nick Dacos, and like I always do, Nick Dacos will get 30 disposals. And
that's
Jordy
too easy,
will get
Chrissy,
30
man.
disposals. All right, I'll go Nick will get 35. You happy with 35?
Yep, I am.
35.
And Geordie 30.
Geordie will get 30.
Yeah.
And I'll go. I'm trying to think now.
I reckon you're playing the averages, Chrissy, mate. Chrissy,
all right, I'm
going to
go the most stupidest one of all.
Go.
What do you want me to say?
No, because every week you say Nick and Geordie are going to get 30, and eventually they'll both get 30, and you know.
All right, I'll go Pendlebury will get 30, and I'll go. And I hate this guy so much. I'm going to go. Membry's going to kick 4 goals, and even I don't see him kicking 4 goals.
All right, mate. Beautiful.
You know what I should have done today as well? This is how dumb this coach is. You know what I should have done? Today, he's sitting there talking about Darcy Moore. Or he might be, we don't know what's going on with him. He might have to train a bit more. He might have to have a game in the VFL. Or he might be out for 8 weeks. We're not sure what's going on with him. That would have been the perfect time to make an announcement, right? Yeah. Make an announcement right there and then that we're going to hand the captaincy over to Nick, give the boys a boost, right? Give all the boys a boost, create some excitement in the club, right? And then get there on Saturday night and do damage. But again, they haven't got the testicles to make the hard calls. I would have called it, mate. I would have said, all right, Darcy, you're not playing anymore. What we're going to do is Nick's going to take over next year anyways. So we're going to make it early. So Nick gets used to the captaincy. He's already done it, right? And I've noticed when Nick is captain, he gets the job done every single time because it gives him an extra, it gives him extra like fucking an extra more spirit when he's the captain, right? And he and he gets the job done. See, so that's what they should have done. They should have pulled the pin on Darcy today, got excitement around the club, made Nick the captain, right? And fucking gone out there Saturday night, right? We're going in a new direction. Everyone's sparked up. Get out there and get the job done. Darcy Moore, you drop the captaincy, go back to recovery, focus on your football, get prepared, get ready, get fit again, and then come back in and play your fucking role. That's what they should have done.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, the only thing I liked is what he said. The only thing I like is what he said today. Oh, he might play VFL. I'm thinking, why haven't you said that? Well, he's been injured most of the year. How many times have we seen him get injured? Just play him in the VFL so he can get some form back. You say it today, but you haven't said it most of the year? That really annoyed me today. You say it today, but you haven't said it most of the year? Really?
Yeah, because he's got no choice, bro. He's got no choice. He's a flip-flopper. It's easy to make decisions when you've got no choice. It's easy to make decisions when you've got no choice. You got to make the decisions when you've got options, mate. That's when you got to make the hard calls. That's what fucking good coaches do. I would have told Darcy Moore today, listen, you can't be captain anymore because you can't get on the fucking park. Do you understand? So it's going to change next year anyways. We're not going to go with you, captain, no more.
Fucking has to.
You're going to
has to.
Yeah. Well, you're going to focus on your football. You've got to focus on your footy.
It has to.
Yeah, and move fucking forward. Create some fucking spark. Create a bit of energy, mate. Do something. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Everything's so fucking sleepy hollow.
Yeah.
It's like fucking everyone's sleepwalking. Create some fucking energy, mate. Go in there. Go in there and fucking lift them. So they're ready. They come out. We put 4-5 goals on them, mate. Well, go out there. Excitement. 4-5 goals. Bang, 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 mate. The crowd's up and about. They start panicking. Bulldogs start panicking. The season's on the fucking line. Put a fear of God in them. Right? Run all fucking over him. Thick fucking tackles, massive fucking pressure, and get the job done. Don't go out there passively, right? And kick the ball sideways and look for a target and kick the ball up the line, punch it out of bounds, set up for the boundary throw in and get fucking numbers around the football. Mate, do it from the start, mate. Go out there and create fucking chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. Why waste the year?
Go out there.
Why
go out there and grab Bont, mate. Simple. Walk out there. Bruzzy, go out there. You're starting in the fucking midfield this week. Go up to the Bont, right? And fucking start hip and shouldering him. Hip and shoulder the cunt. Fuck Bont. Huh? What, Bont? Bont what?
You don't even need to hip and shoulder him. Just give him a fucking
it doesn't matter.
tackle.
Yeah, but get Bruzzy in there.
Sam Mitchell would do it, yeah? He'd say...
Yeah, fucking nice. I'll do it in 2 seconds. I'll do it in 2 seconds. I don't give a fuck what the media says.
You can come here.
Fuck the media. I'm ruthless. Yeah. I saw to Bruzzy, go out there, Bruzzy, go right in the midfield and let him know today, let Bont know today's not his fucking day. Do you understand? Today's not going to be your day. You're not going to be kicking 50-meter goals on your left foot from the fucking boundary line. Do you understand? Like you do every time against us. This time it's fucking different. Huh? This time you're not kicking no fucking goals from the boundary line. The last time you played us, right, Bont fucking destroyed us. He was kicking goals from fucking everywhere. So this time, brother, you go in there and you fucking stick on him, right, for a couple fucking centre ball ups, and that's it. Put the pressure on him. Let him know from the first ball up that he's going to have a hard fucking day today. Richards, right, another one. Get onto him as well. Don't let him fucking stroll around the midfield, right, hitting targets. Even that Bailey Dale. Hey, buddy, if you think you're going to stroll off half back and pick out 50-meter fucking targets, you're fucking dreaming. Do you understand? Quino, get on him, right, and get a hand in front of him and stop his fucking run. Stop his run. If he can't run and hit targets, they can't do nothing. You got to stop the dangerous players, mate. Even Norton, someone on Norton, right? Get Frampton on him and put body on him. Don't let him jump around. Astronaut or the astronaut. Really? Astronaut fucking nothing. Today he's fucking grounded. He's no astronaut today, mate. The rocket's not going to work today. You understand? Body him. Put a hand around. Put a hand in front of him, mate.
Fucking oath, man.
Didn't I say, man, he should be the coach of Collingwood?
Bont should Saturday night should be coming off in the second quarter sometime, holding his fucking arm and fucking.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Rosie would do also, that when you tackle,
for sure.
When you tackle a player, I'll be telling him, when you tackle a player, don't tackle their fucking hips, right? Grab one fucking arm. You understand? When you tackle, don't grab them around the hips. As soon as you grab them around the hips, grab one of their arms. Don't let them release the handball because I've been watching us and we're tackling them and they're getting their hands out. They're getting their hands out and they're giving out handballs. So when you tackle them, right, grab one of their fucking arms so they can't release the footy.
Yeah.
That could be dead. It's not rocket science, mate.
Does anyone concur with Voidoid, Ed on Bont? I wouldn't do it. You like it?
Like in
I
terms
wouldn't
of
do
like,
it. I wouldn't do it. No.
In terms of like the pace and the athleticism that Ed would have, it would teach him some running patterns and stuff. Personally, I would just let him just be that inside mid that he can always be, but I don't know. It's and that's probably just the other thing too, where it's just I'm so conditioned with Fly now just to expect whatever the best decision is, he's just going to go with something else. So I feel like whenever we get like the second best idea, it's like, yep, just take it, because whatever decision Fly's going to make, it's going to be, in terms of rankings, in terms of the things you can do, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, like the 4th, 5th, or 6th best thing. So if there's an idea where it's like second or third, it's like you got to take it in a heartbeat, because Fly just can't really coach right now. But in terms of like learning the way that Bond goes about it and the positions he puts himself in, if Ed can like follow him, sure, yeah.
Mate, I've got no confidence. No confidence in the coach to do anything like that.
Me too.
No confidence. Nothing.
Yeah. But also as well, Ed should have been doing this in year 2 at least. The fact that he's in year 3, year 4 or something, and we have it that would be the first time he's like gone to Bont and he's like, hey, just tag Bont, just see what he does. Obviously try to impact as much as you can, but you're there to learn. This is what it takes to be an AFL footballer. The fact that we haven't done that with Alan just shows you how terrible we have been at developing the kids.
Yeah. No development, mate. No development.
Yeah, coaching himself, mate. Yeah, coaching. The bloke's out coaching himself. He's out coaching his fucking self. He's coming up with too many plans before the game starts. What he should do is let the boys go head to head for the first quarter, watch what's going on, then evaluate, and then make your moves. He makes moves at the start of the game. Let him go fucking head to head for a quarter. And if we're on top, leave it the way it is. But if a couple of their players are getting out of hand, then pull some fucking maneuvers. Maybe get up to the fucking box, right? Get up on the box, because you're not seem to be motivating him from downstairs. You're not fucking motivating him because we're playing shit football. If you're motivating him, they'll be playing rock and roll footy. Because I'll guarantee you, if I was on that fucking boundary line, they'll be going out there running with fucking through brick fucking walls. This bloke's fucking he's doing meditation on them. They're going out sleeping. Get back up in the box, look at the football, watch what's going on, look at the fucking setup, and pull fucking strings from up there. Well, he's not fucking motivating. I reckon they're sick and tired of having him on the bench. Tell you the truth. They might want him to go up to the box and fuck off from there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Manny. I've thought recently. I said you'd get sick of. I only played fucking low-level footy, so I'm no fucking. But I remember I used to hate the fucking coach being on the boundary line. And I know, obviously, at local fucking footy, the coach has got nowhere else he can bloody be. But I remember I used to fucking hate it because you'd just be sitting on the pine trying to have a rest. And you'd have the coach there fucking screaming bullshit. I remember thinking that. I remember
Exactly.
thinking, fuck, sometimes you just shut the fuck up, fly. So it's true. That's true. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the players are sick and tired. They're trying to catch their breath and they got fucking fly, yapping away there. Get up to the fucking box. Even if it's for a half a game, just fucking get out of there. It's so true. So true. They're probably
He's
sick
got
to death
fucking,
of him.
and he's got Jared Wade out there. He's got that Wade out there. Wade's there as well. Right? What's he doing? He's got the fucking measuring tape out, seeing how many fucking meters they've ran. What?
He's got a fucking packet of jam donuts. That's what he's
I'll guarantee you, if he gets up in the box, he'll be able to see what we see on the TV because the camera angle's up high. He can see what we can see.
For sure.
Right? He can see the defense coming up too high. He can see shit. They're probably sick and tired of him, bro.
I would be. I'll tell you now. I'd be so sick and tired.
I would be.
Fucking fly. If I was a player, I'd be that sick of it. I can only imagine what some of the, not senior, but like the fringy players, I can only imagine what must go through their head on a week-to-week basis, knowing that they're one bad kick away from getting fucking dropped for a memory. And you must be fucking petrified if you're one of the fringe kids in that team. You must go out there shitting bricks because you've got no confidence in your coach that he's going to back you in for a month or so. You must just go out in that field shitting bricks because you just know Membry with 2 touches in the twos is going to take your spot if you fuck up one kick. So poor Westy, imagine what he's thinking this week. That Membry
got right down the pecking order.
Membry got nowhere fucking near it in the twos. And look, Westy was nowhere near it. That's fine. He's a kid. But imagine the confidence killer that Membry comes back in after stinking it up in the twos. You must be shattered if I was him. Fucking shattered.
Yeah. So and you've picked up a new forward from the VFL that's kicked more goals than him. So there's another fucking rail down the order, another step down the order. So Westy's gone right down now. He won't come back in, right, for a long time now. They're going to bring Buller in. If Buller doesn't perform, they're going to bring the Pod in. And then if Pod starts performing, then they'll start swapping with him. So Westy's gone right down the pecking order now because of that.
I think so. I think he'll need to kill it in the twos now to even get another opportunity. I don't think he'll get gifted a game anytime soon, which, like I said, I would have much preferred you give West the extra week or two. And then if he's not performing after that 4-game block, then obviously you say, okay, you got to go back down to the twos to work a bit more, But the fact that he only got 2 games and we've got heaps of injuries and he's still been dropped for a St Kilda delisted free agent. Let me repeat. St Kilda delisted free agent took the spot of a promising young forward we have.
Yeah.
You must be shattered.
Westy, all right, the last 2 weeks. All right, last week, Westy was pretty much the only tall up forward because McStay was chopping out. And, he hasn't had a game with another tall forward, both of them there, yeah? Against Sydney, Buller was fucking doing a lot of ruck work. He was cooked. So, and then McStay was helping out. I would love to see Westy a full game with another tall next to him where he doesn't get as much attention and he can probably break away and get 2 or 3. But
he gets the third defender, bro. The third defender he gets the third defender. He gets the third defender on him, right? The other two take the first 2 defenders. He gets the third defender, right? Is probably a younger one, a VF fella, right? And he works him over, and that's how he builds his confidence. Then he starts launching. But what happens is you bring fucking Membry in. The bloke can't jump off fucking 1 foot. He's a double jumper. For some reason at this fucking football club, blokes don't know how to fucking jump. I want to go down there and take a fucking trampoline down there. You got Cameron can't jump. Hey, why don't these blokes know how to fucking jump? Huh?
Yeah.
Is it that hard to jump off the fucking ground? Get off the fucking ground. McStay can't jump. Membry can't jump. Cameron can't fucking jump. None of them can jump, mate.
Yeah. So, Shawnee, I need to get your tips, mate.
Yeah. I'll just go basic. Pies by 8, and I'll go shooter for 3 goals.
Okay. So, yeah. Anything else?
And I'll go. All right, I'll go Allen for 25 disposals.
Okay.
Hopefully, he plays in the middle.
Yeah. So, Bobby Hill's back training, yeah?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
All right. Because I was going to go on
Matty
this
told me he was back training.
I said to myself today, like, I thought to myself, I'm going to go on this massive Bobby Hill rant that's going to make fucking Manny's rant look like fucking nothing. And then I find out he's come to training. I'm like, fuck, how can I do it now? He's back at training. So I was going to start off.
No, I think you should still do it. I think you should still do it, Mick. He needs some firing up. I think you should still do it.
Well, I can't because all my points. What was that, Manny?
Why is he training? Why is he training with the VFL boys? Wasn't he training with the main group?
Yeah.
That's the problem. So what's the problem? Why they got him training with the VFL boys? Because did he get back one day too late? They had training on Tuesday. The main boys had training on Tuesday. Why wasn't he at main training on Tuesday?
Yeah.
The only reason well, I guess because it's with the VFL, because he's playing VFL, might as well train with the VFL guys.
Yeah, but all the other players.
It's not a great reason, but that's probably the reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say things like people are saying, give him his space. It's like it's been a year. How long are people willing to give him the space he needs until it's finally enough is enough, man?
Yeah, I know.
Space for what? Having a baby. Space for having a baby.
I agree with you.
What? So now what? So now all of a sudden is the club signing fucking what's it called? When you have a baby, the women they get fucking time off work. What's it called?
Yeah.
What's the word for it? When it's called fucking they get off there. They get paid and they get off.
Maternity
leave. So now the boys are getting maternity leave. Is that what we've come to now? So now you get maternity leave. Huh? So instead of having testicles, right, you start having fucking something else. Are we fucking? What's going on in this club? Huh? Are these blokes going to grow testicles? Hey, is this the fucking romper room or the fucking Sesame Street fucking club? Huh? What the fuck is going on here? I'm telling you, right? They're starting to fuck me off. That starting to shit me off. This club, man. It's become too fucking very flossy, bro.
You reckon when he signed that contract, he knew his life was about to fucking go fucking, ape. Like,
he knew.
Arse over tit, mate. And then he fucking.
He knew, bro. He knew that.
He probably thought, I need a fucking nice big chunk of money because my life is going to be fucked from now on because my missus.
Exactly, yeah.
He knew.
Hey, if he knew that he was having dramas there, well, you're telling me that everything was perfect when he signed that contract. The club fucked up because the club gave him a long contract. He thought, hey, I've got loans to pay off. I've got to pay off my house. I've got to do this and do that. If I sign a big contract, I'll lock the club in. They've got to keep paying me. See? And now because the AFL's that soft on mental health, you can't talk about mental health. Huh?
Yeah.
You can't. You say you got mental health and you get whatever the fuck you want to get.
Yeah. You got to tiptoe around it to talk about it. It's kind of like, I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
I've got mental health. I'll call the club. I've got mental health. You know how I got mental health? Because you cunts fucking gave it to me. You can't give me mental health because you're playing like shit. What are you paying me? I'm paying you.
Me too.
You're not paying me. I'm paying you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't call him a writer. Like, if he's back at training, all right, obviously there's no more distractions, yeah?
Yeah, but it's the carrot there. It's the carrot there. You know what it is?
It's the first of the
No,
month.
you know what it is?
Monday.
It's the carrot, bro. Hey, listen, if he's playing the game, bro, he can play the game. So the club thinks, right, that he's getting better. He could just be going there, right, and making out his training, so they keep paying him. So he keeps them on the fucking on the carrot, bro. If he goes missing completely, they might pull the pin on him. But if he's gone to the club a little bit, doing a bit of training, playing a VFL game, showing his face a little bit, this and that, the club gets excited and they keep paying him. That's what he might be doing as well, bro. Just fucking hanging the carrot out there, right? And just playing the game, bro.
It's the first of the month on Monday, 1st of June.
I'd be very disappointed if by the end of this year.
After tax, 50K.
None of this.
Seriously, bro. You're telling me if you really wanted to. You're telling me if he really wanted to get back and play football, right? He won't be going there and busting his fucking ass, right? And doing everything it takes to get back on that field. Mate, he'll be doing everything it takes. He's fairy flossing. He's flip-flopping here. I'm having a baby. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, stall it here. Stall it there. Time keeps going on. Before you know it, right, the end of the year comes, right? We haven't played him. He hasn't showed anything. People don't want to pick him up. There's too much risk involved. Guess what just happened? Bang. Collingwood gets shafted again. Bye-bye, Bobby.
Yeah.
We get fuck all in return. There you go. There's another fuck up. Like we always do every single year. Fuck up all the time.
Yeah. You think we would have learned after the Dane Beams incident? You know? You think we would have learned?
For sure.
And then 2 years later, we bloody end up doing the same thing, or three or 4 years later, you know. So you have the Dane Beams issues, where his issues were well known behind the scenes. Now, in defence of the club, Bobby's issues weren't probably known. As far as we know, they weren't known until the contract was signed. But I'll tell you now, after a month of the shenanigans last year, they should have already had the ultimatum put to him at that point, right? You get your shit in order by the end of the year, next year, fresh, or if you're not ready to go bloody round 0 next year, that's it. We're done here. And even if that means you've got to negotiate a payout or whatever, at least you put the fear of God into the bloke that if you want to make anything of your career, you've got to fucking round 0, no more slip-ups, no more bullshit. Instead, someone said it the other day, it's actually almost been 12 months to the day that this saga has started. So 12 months of the same fucking bullshit, and there's been no resolution. We're just getting taken the absolute piss out of now. And he's probably sitting back now, somewhere in his fucking mansion, laughing, mate. Just fucking laughing.
Right.
And what about how infuriating is it when you see the bigger channels, the bigger Collingwood channels, they entertain it? He was at VFL training last night, and people in the chat going, what does that mean now? So when will he come back? What the fuck? We were saying this 6 months ago that, like, let's not even entertain it until he's running out on the field in the ones. That's it. So I don't know if these guys who head up these channels are naive. I don't think they are. They shouldn't entertain it. I think bare minimum they say, let's not talk about Bobby, okay? I know there's a lot of Bobby fans out there, but we're not talking about him. That's bare minimum. If they're not going to call it out for what it is, total piss take, just don't talk about it, because it's infuriating listening to people on channels going, so what's going on? And do you think it's this and do you think that? No, he's taking the absolute piss. He's going to clear 50 grand because it's payday on the 1st.
Yeah.
That's why he went to VFL training. So that people don't start to question that he's getting paid $800,000 a year $70,000 gross per month he makes to play
Exactly.
video games.
There you go. Yeah.
Not
Oh,
good
exactly.
enough, mate. Not good enough.
And you know what?
Simple as
If
that.
you're renting a house now, all of a sudden you have a drama in your life and you get a mental health episode. You know what happens? You think the landlord gives a fuck whether you got mental health issues? He gives you notice. You can't pay the fucking rent. Guess where you go? You go under a tree with a fucking pitch tent. Do you understand? That's reality. That's called reality. This bloke here, he's living in fantasy world. The club should tell him tomorrow, you got fucking 5 weeks to get ready to be in the senior side. If you're not ready in 5 weeks, it's time to make adjustments. Do you understand? No more fucking around. The club is piss fucking weak. Piss weak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just sad.
As piss.
Sad,
and
mate.
It's more than we
Sad.
know. It's more than just the mental health. You
Yeah.
can't tell me that the background, his background is got to be a factor. He's got to be getting extra leeway because of, you know what I mean? Okay,
Fucking
must be.
Fucking nice, bro.
They're scared that they're going to be called names if they were to put it to him and saying, right, you're either going to play or we're going to end this contract. We're going to have some sort of a payout. The woke mob are going, we'll be racist if we do something. Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh,
if there was anyone else, there's no way would be 12 months into this. I know it's the way it is, but it makes it more annoying.
I have no reason to believe that. Like, I'm sure he does have, issues going on in the background. That's not the point. Like, I understand the club giving him time. I understand, he had to sort himself out. I understand he had stuff going on. All those things are perfectly reasonable situations in life that we all go through from time to time. All that stuff is fine. It's just the length of it now is the thing where the issue is, where you need to have a conclusion. It needs to come to a conclusion one way or another. And whether that be that the club just has to negotiate a way out of this, where you just say, look, this is a high performance industry. We can't carry someone for 12 months plus with the same issues. We need people that are like completely putting in for the club, for the members, for everyone. Like I said, a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it had to be, that's fine. But there has to be a point where it just gets to a point of, this is the day. If you're not prepared to, get back in there and do what's required of you, we're going to have to negotiate a way out of this. And if that means that we get nothing and, he retires or, he gets let go and he goes to another club via draft, or it is what it is. If that's the best situation for Collingwood to go forward, you just have to do it. We just can't be constantly sitting here being apologetic to this behaviour now. It's just been too long. It's 12 months. 12 months. And he's no closer to returning.
The club's fucking dumb. You know how you do it if you're smart? You do reverse psychology, man. I'm a master at reverse psychology. I'm a master. You know what you do? You put it this way. You told Bobby and whatever's going on in the media, it's not fair on the other players, right? The other players are copping it because of this. The other players have to come here and do the work and work for their money and get on the field and put their bodies on the line. So it's not fair on the other players. Because it's not fair on the other players, Bobby's got to get spoken to. Do you understand? That's how I'd put it. And that way there, it doesn't sound as bad, right? Because now our players that go out there every week, they've got to earn their fucking money. They've got to go out in the cold and the pissing fucking rain. They've got to leave their families at home. They've got to leave their kids at home. They don't spend time with their kids. And you got Bobby, he just had a baby. He should be fucking happy, right? He should be doing whatever it takes now. From now on, there should be no more dramas, all right? He had his baby now. He went home, whatever he did, to see the baby, the birth of his baby. All right, fair enough. But from now on, it's fucking time to knuckle down, right, and get the job done. 4 or 5 weeks minimum.
Yeah.
Should I change the tune and talk about our 3 pickups in the MSD, or do you just want to? All right. So we've picked up a podiatrist, a Sparky, and an accountant. The podiatrist, Podorowski, whatever his fucking name is, he's actually he actually is a podiatrist, and that's not a fucking joke. He's a podiatrist, and the office that he works from is like an office building, like as part of the Lexus Centre, not affiliated with Collingwood. It's just a separate office building there. So he's been watching the Collingwood players running around, and now he's playing for us. So he's a checkers-like player, very versatile. I've heard he can play defence and also as a big-bodied mid. He can run. He's a hard worker. He's a team-first player. 27 years old, 191 centimetres, 80 goals in his last 26 games. Now, that's pretty impressive. Great forward craft and goal sense. He is absolutely dominating the VFL. A lot of people saying he should have been picked up 7-8 years ago. I think he was one of those COVID players that, weren't playing as much and probably missed out. I reckon he's probably 1 or 2 good performances in the VFL away from playing in the seniors. Of the 3 that were picked up, he's the most likely to get a game. My only thing is, I really haven't seen him play. I've only seen the highlights. Should we take a chill pill and relax a bit because he's pick 17 in the MSD? Like a lot of people thinking, he's going to come in and fucking kick ass. It's a whole new ball game playing AFL football. But having said that, good pickup. What else can you say, man? Anything to add on this guy?
Bro, put it straight. Until you think, I don't get excited. I don't get excited one bit there about who we draft until they play AFL football. Until they get on that field and play in high pressure against monsters out there. I don't look into it too much. I don't think about it too much until I see them play. Once I see them play, and I see little things that they can do, different story. Until then, well, we're just hoping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, we've got what I like about it. All right, I like the fact he's going to be up against Membry now for that spot in the next few weeks. But what he's got on Membry is if shit hits the fan in a game and we lose a defender, he's played in defence before. And if shit hits the fan in the midfield, we can apparently he can play as a big-bodied mid as well. So he's versatile as well. But obviously, forward is his main posse. So, it's a good pickup, and I really can't wait to watch him play. Hopefully, he'll play. He'll play this on Saturday. And speaking of that, I'm doing a VFL watch-along. My sideman greatness, will you be available for that, mate?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah? Okay. Nice. Beautiful. We'll do the watch-along. I'm gonna be suited up for that, mate, because I've got a wedding, so I've got the church thing in the morning. I'll come home. I'm not gonna change, so I expect you to suit up too, Shawnee, mate. If I'm gonna suit up, mate, we're gonna be more professional, mate.
I don't have a suit, so good luck with that.
Yeah. All right.
Anyone waiting backstage, Vic? Anyone waiting backstage?
Man, I've got about
many.
Well, take me off, bro. If you want to get someone else on.
That's all right. No. You're an original Manny. When you come on, you stay on for the whole fucking journey, mate. I've got a few people backstage. Look, guys. The guys waiting backstage. I've got to apologise, man. I've got a full board now. I don't want to kick anyone off. I like the way it's going now. The conversation is flowing, and I don't want to. In the past, I've had too many people on, and it's just chaos. And I just want to leave it as it is. and I'm not doing like long marathons anymore. I'll probably finish this off in about 45, just before midnight, and that's just the way it is. This is my cousin Theo. You running a show Saturday night. His cousin is getting married on Saturday night. And yes, Theo, I'll probably stick around, and I'll probably leave the wedding probably just before 12 o'clock because I have an obligation to do the after the post-game show. So I'll be there at the church, and I'll be there for most of the night. But Theo wants to kill me now.
They're getting worried about you, Mick. They're getting worried.
What, 12 o'clock at night, bro? 12 o'clock, what, midnight?
Yeah, because that's by the time.
Well, that's fucking the wedding's over by then anyway. 12 o'clock. What are you gonna do? Stay there till fucking 2 in the morning?
Yeah,
mate. You don't know this family. You don't know this family, mate. They party on till the early hours, mate.
Fuck me.
All right, Harrison Coe. I think everyone's going to be ecstatic when we found out that he was a DC clone. Is that a good thing?
Great.
He's got size, he's got mobility, and he's got skill. They tell us 204 centimeters, 26 years old, having a good season. Now, can someone let me know? Did we choose him over Callum May, or did Callum May come before?
Yeah, so May went after. So
he was
had the choice of both of them.
So we opted out of the jumper and we went for the flat-footed cement.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah.
But having said that, Harrison Coe is having a very good season. But fuck, man, seriously, man, we need someone like us.
They probably got him as a backstop there. They probably got him as a backstop just in case Cameron goes down, right? Until Steen recovers. Once Steen recovers, they'll slot Steen back in straight away.
Yeah, actually, to Boyd's point, I'll actually agree with that. Where I think with Coe, as much as he is a DC clone, I think at least in the jumping he is a bit better. So whether we call that a upgrade on Cameron, it's a wait and see. But at least in the highlights, I think he can get up a bit higher than Cameron. So, but it's because I think everything else when it comes to DC, I think we're all probably pretty happy with in terms of the intercept marking and all that stuff. And I think there was I think someone mentioned he in the local leagues he kicked like 100 goals in the season a few years ago. So he can also kick a goal too. So you're thrown forward with that ability to mark. You just never know what can happen. Hope he can jump.
Well, he's a million times better than the Roo Smith, so at least
Smith's papers got to be
stamped. I think the fact that they drafted that ruck tells you that Schmidt is nowhere near it, and he'll be chopped at the end of the year. I think that's obvious.
Yeah, especially when it comes to mid-season. Mid-season's one of the biggest tells of if you're an exact type of that person that we draft in the mid-season draft. And especially if you're playing VFL and they draft it like a like-for-like, you're screwed. So.
Yeah.
All right. And then we've got Liam Puncher. Now, with a name like that, if he's not a fucking tough nut, like, seriously.
I saw him today. on the video. Yeah, he was matching it with big. He was matching it with Billy.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Now, because even if he's not a natural tough nut, he's got that surname, and over the years, the banter from teammates over his journey would have, with that name it would have made him a tough nut because he'd had to live up to it. He's another 22 years old, 195 centimeters, good height. Another one from the Swans Academy. He's joining Gus Anderson and Cochrane on our list that have come from the Swans Academy. Apparently, he reads the flight very well. He's got great hands and he's a nice kick. It looks like it could be a cult hero if he gets a Guernsey. I like the look of him.
So to get lucky, we've got to pick one fucking. We've got to pick one up at least, because fucking Howe's getting older. Howe's getting older now. So if we can pick a diamond out of the rough, hopefully we've picked one out, right? If all we need, if punches fucking a B grader minimum, and the Podjaski's a fucking B grader. Right. If we can get them two, if we pick them out and we get lucky with them two, that just changes the whole dynamic of our club. See, you just got to get lucky, man.
Yeah, I like that puncher. The thing that I like, he's got a beautiful bloody looking body on him. I know that sounds weird, but gee whiz, he looks like a strong bloke. I reckon a good off season he'll be. Yeah, I reckon he'll be. Wouldn't be surprised if you see him as soon as next year. At this point, he looks. He looks really rock hard fit, that bloke. So I just you got to have full faith in O'Brien. At the end of the day, he's done it for years at Geelong, and I know like a few of the people are saying with the ruckman, it's just like a Darcy Cameron clone, but. Look, again, I trust O'Brien. There must be something that they've seen in him, or some, who knows? He was a prodigious goal kicker. I know it was Div 4, but he's kicked a bag of goals. So, look, he might have some forward craft too. You just don't know. But yeah, I have full faith in O'Brien at the end of the day, because we just have to now. He's got the runs on the board, O'Brien. So hopefully these three guys do feature soon enough.
Yeah, I'll try and find because I'm pretty sure he kicked 100 goals somewhere locally. I'll see if I can find it.
Who, Puncher?
No, sorry, if that was who.
But he kicked it in like a really shit league. Like I saw.
Shit league there.
Here we go. He kicked 100. Oh, he kicked his 100th goal in the BAFA. For SFX, do you know which team that would be?
The ones that went to play. Yeah, the hungover ones. All the defenders there. They go out drinking all night, and they go there. They're hungover, right? And he was fucking working them over easily.
He kicked like 13 in the game or something, and from all reports was like he was just a class above the whole fucking everyone on the park.
I can imagine. He's probably a head taller than him as well.
Well, it was back in 2019, so this was 7 years ago.
Yeah, you can't really take much out of that, man. But
no.
But do we rate Pommy from Oz as a analyst of future players? Do you rate? You would.
Yeah, although
you've got to go watch him there. You got to go watch them play there. Like Angry, I told you, I saw Angry play there. I saw Contact. I told you, at Sturt there. I'll see. You got to go watch him play there. To just sit on TV and watch some highlights, mate. You got to be fucking the Messiah there to come up with all these fucking tricks. It's not going to work there. You got to go watch them play, bro. Like O'Brien's watched them play. O'Brien's been there watching their games. He's been sitting in the stands watching them, bro. And he's got a computer there and a notepad out there, and he sits there. No one knows he's there, bro. He's hidden somewhere, and he's watching them play there. That's how they draft them.
Yeah. Come on, Theo. You can't see anything in Charlie West. Come on, man. You don't want to be unpopular on this chat, mate.
You can, bro. The poor bloke. I saw one occasion last week. He was going up against he was stuck in the middle, and there was three fucking tools around him there. He was trying to get the ball down. You had two ruckman, the ruckman next to him, that Williams, and you had two other defenders there. What's he going to fucking do? Seriously.
Yeah. we've asked a lot from a young kid that needs to be the fucking third tall man. You know,
You got to
he needs to. Yeah.
You got to open it up for him, there. Look, Plugger never used to fucking jump. He used to come out on the lead there. Like Dunstall.
Yeah.
Dunstall used to come out on the lead. That's how you fucking get him going, bro. You got to fucking open it up for him, bro.
Yeah.
We're expecting miracles from players, bro. We're expecting you can have Wayne Carey down there. Wayne Carey, one of the best players of all time, or Gary Ablett Senior. And I'll guarantee you there, they still won't be able to fucking take marks without fucking inside 50 entries. It's fucking horrendous. Fucking horrendous.
Yeah. There's no. We've been saying it for the last year and into this year, the last sort of 12 months, maybe the last 20 games, that you're giving them no opportunity. So that's the thing. You're just expecting like a fluky goal, or you're expecting a snap from the boundary, or you're wanting miracle plays just to get a score on the board. There's nothing systematic about how we move the ball forward. The only game where we saw it a little bit was the Sydney game in the first quarter. We were really it was the old Collingwood, and that might have been Sydney being asleep a little bit. And the Hawthorn game, if you watch the Hawthorn game back, Jesus, we were cutting lines well and whatever else. And who knows what the reason for that was. But, gee, we just look like a completely different team. And I know we were extremely accurate against Hawthorn, and that's what kept us in the game and whatnot. But just the way we're moving the ball was just completely different. So we're very capable of doing it. It's just absolutely burning our forwards most weeks. So, look, as much as I can't stand Membry and it is what it is, and people can have their opinions, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's not the players as much as it is the system. It's a combination of both. You've got the wrong bloody selection of players, and then you've got the wrong game style to give them any hope whatsoever. And like Mick always says, it always ends up being a long bomb to the head of Lachie Schultz. Every week, you can guarantee there'll be 10 of them. There'll be 10 long bombs, one-on-one to Lachie Schultz. And you just think the poor bloke, absolutely no chance, you know?
Did you see McStay lay out Long out last week? When Long cut in front of him, McStay was coming out in the lead, and then Long cut in front of him, and McStay fucking dropped him.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. You're playing forwards that aren't in sync, and they're getting in each other's way. So he keeps bringing in different forwards every week, and they're not in sync. You got to keep the same ones in there so they don't cut each other's fucking leading patterns. See, that's the problem.
Come on, Theo. What's he saying? He's only 20 years old, Theo. Where he deserves the hype. He's fucking kicked goals in the VFL, man. The kid's got forward craft, mate. And if we don't be careful, he's from South Australia, so Adelaide and Port will be sniffing around soon, and we're going to give him away for fucking nothing, mate. So he deserves.
I'll guarantee if he's through West in tonight's match in Hawthorn's team tonight I reckon he would have put 3 on the board. West easy. You're telling me, right? If Watson, the little Watson 4-footer, can get on the lead and take chest marks, you're telling me West can't? The reason why fucking Watson's taking chest marks is because they're opening up the forward fucking 50. You had Gunston drag the St Kilda defender all the way, you know where he was? To the boundary fucking line. He was at the boundary line. They stretched the fucking they opened up the 50. They stretched it right out. Gunston pulled fucking, what's his name? What's the defender's name again from South Australia? What's his name? From North Adelaide there. Wilkie. He dragged Wilkie behind the goal umpire, and he dragged him out of play onto the boundary line where the cheat squad was. So they've stretched the defence, they've opened it up. And then what happened was, from there, Gunston will get on the lead from there and get him on the lead. Gunston kicked about 4 or 5 goals there. Easily, mate. They do it easy, bro. We just do things so fucking hard, mate.
Oh, man. Yeah, it just, and That's how it was in the Buckley era too for a while. And it's like we thought Fly was going to come in, and he did. He played exciting football for a couple of years there. Now he's reverted to this Buckley style, yeah, where we just fucking work. Remember those days? We'd fucking absolutely bust our chops for a goal, and then the other team, would waltz fucking through and kick a goal. Yeah.
That's what you ask why our players get injured for. Our players are getting injured because they're over exuding themselves. Because they're making things so fucking hard, mate. So hard. Chasing fucking arse all night long. You've got to chase arse all night long to get the footy back to try just scrape over the line. Instead of fucking playing decent football and opening it up properly and making it easy for ourselves, this cunt makes it so hard, bro. It's like they're stuck in quicksand, bro, and they can't move.
Yeah. I think, Nick's injury, like Nick is at his best, yeah. He's an outside fucking player. You know, how happy, like you could see the fucking relish on his face when Steen was giving him those fucking taps and he was running and kicking into, But now we have to set up defensively. He's getting fucking crunched. And yeah, man, it's just, he must be thinking, what the fuck's going on, man?
Hey, bro. Hey, Mick, you know what's funny there? You know the two fastest goals in history? The two fastest goals in history. Guess who's kicked them?
The two fastest goals in history? Go on.
Yeah. It's us. Both of them. Yeah. And the person that's kicked them has been fucking, what's his name? The bloke that left Checkers there. We kick goals we used to kick goals from the back line, and you know how many seconds? 11 to 10 seconds there. 1, 2, 3 passes, right? Goal. That's how we used to play there, right? And now it takes us fucking 30 minutes to kick one goal. See, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Before we used to just fucking take it right on through the middle, right? Hectic football and get the job done. Now they're just fucking, everything's too slow, mate.
Yeah. And you know what shits me? Like, you hear that Fly doesn't trust the group and all this sort of stuff. We've got fucking players for it, man. Nick, McCreary, Geordie, Chris, they can run through the middle and fucking, run and gun. They can do it, man. How can you not trust those guys, mate?
Yep. I'd rather lose by more playing the right way and building towards something and figuring out the players that can do it for you and the players that can't do it for you, rather than just being this constant purgatory we've found ourselves in for this year. Like I said, I don't care about losing as long as I see us playing the right way. I'll tell you now, Melbourne supporters right now, they'll be loving what they're seeing. I'll tell you why. Because they've got a team of kids, they've got a new coach,
for sure.
and he's playing a style of game where he's saying we don't fear anyone. They could play Brisbane or they could play West Coast or Richmond. They're going to go out there and they're going to play their way with no fear or anything. I'll tell you now, the top teams, and I know Melbourne are actually up there right now, but I'll tell you now, the top teams would not want to play Melbourne now because they know they've got absolutely no fear in what they're doing and what they're trying to go out there and do. And they're going out there and playing their game, whether it works for them or not. Okay? And they had that blunder against Essendon 4 or 5 weeks ago or whatever it was, which is fine. It's just about the development for them. But they've got a guy in charge who said, this is how I want to play, and this is what I want us to do. And they're going out there and doing it every week, and they're not being reactive, they're being proactive. Okay? And I've said it the last month with us. It just seems like we are just playing the game that the opposition gives us, and we try and figure out, like, okay, this is how we can win, but we're not actually doing anything. We're not improving the entries inside the forward line. We're not improving what we're doing in the middle. Everything we're doing seems to be the defensive, defense first, right? Which is fine. I would understand, again, if we were like a bottom of the ladder team, but we're a middle tier to sort of top third tier team, or we should be with the list profile. We should be with our experience. Yet we're getting bullied by teams like West Coast full of kids and stuff like that. Because like Manny said, like Doug said, like Lucas said, and every other opposition supporter we've ever had on this stream, they've all said, no, we don't fear Collingwood. Why would you? Why would you fear Collingwood? You know they're not capable of doing anything other than bomb long down the line. And again, I've seen a bit of chatter about the whole, you don't have the players for it, or I bet you they would have been saying that about Melbourne at the start of the year too. Our best performance this year, even though we lost the game, was against Sydney when we were playing kids. Think about that. We lost the game, okay, and look, in the end it was a bit of a choke job or whatever, but that's close to our best performance of the year, and it was our most inexperienced team of the year. What's that tell you? That tells you everything you need to know. That tells you that we need to shake the joint up. I'm sorry. You just gotta find some other way. You gotta find some new direction. And excuse me. I hope this is part of some grand plan that he's just, gap year and trying to figure it out. And then next year we go in a new direction again. Because I'm very fearful if next year we just see the same crap we're seeing now. We're going to get left behind really quick.
Hey, can you explain something to me? Explain something to me, bro. Well, this is what baffles me. It boggles my mind, and I still can't work it out. Every time I watch the video trainings of Swoop Luke every single time. Every time I watch a training video, we never, ever bomb it long down the fucking line. It's always handball receives, running through the middle. And as soon as we get to a game, the whole game style changes. I can't work it out. So why the fuck are they practicing the handball receives through the middle and the running game? And then when they go to real games, they go totally opposite. I just don't get it, mate. I don't get it. I never see them doing long bombs down the line at training. Or I've never seen it once on a video. I always see them kicking out from the back, getting the handball receive, running through the middle when they're doing match sim. And the game style's totally different. As soon as we get to game day, it changes completely. I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I watch the videos too. I watch the.
And is there any other team that's playing that way?
St Kilda. St Kilda. Guess what happened to them tonight? They got smacked.
Yeah.
It
doesn't really think is this like a proper game plan? All the teams that are shining so far this year, they're all run and gun teams, man. All right, they got there's different aspects to it, but at the end of the day, they go for it, man, and they smash teams. There's no fucking Presti mode when you're fucking 28 points up in the fucking third quarter, man.
Yeah, we make it twice as hard. You know what we do? It's that hard for us to get a mark inside 50. And then once we do get a mark, we're all sitting back holding our breaths so that ball goes through the goals. And you know what happens? We do all the work. It's that fucking hard. They get a kick for goal inside 50 and they miss it or hit the post. And you know what happens? Then it starts all over again. And it becomes harder and harder. Yeah. And we keep missing set shots. And it keeps going around in fucking circles. That's what happens to us, mate.
Yeah. Can we?
It's like Manny says. I watch the training videos too. I don't get it. If you watch all the training videos, they're not bombing it. They're just hand passing it. They're going straight down the corridor. And then you watch them on game day. They're not going through the corridor. So what you got to ask the question: what are you doing from training to game day? You've got to ask the question: what are you doing?
So there must be a game style must be handball receives, running from behind, right, and running through the middle. But for some reason, when it gets to game day, whether he's got too many fucking pre-plans how to stop the opposition, and the boys are getting mixed up and they're too confused, or something's going on. I reckon as well that he keeps changing our game style to suit the opposition. What's going to beat the Oppo? Instead of playing our way and taking them on and letting the Oppo work us out, he should be letting the Oppo work us out, not us work out the Oppo. You understand? So he's coming up with different game plans for different teams, like against St Kilda. They couldn't move the ball against us. We were all rigid. The grid was there. Then the game against Hawthorn, we took them on early and we put goals on them and we're hitting our set shots. Then against Sydney, we come out swinging. And then against Geelong, we went safe again against Geelong and they cut us open. So every single game, we start and we play differently. That's the problem. The players, they're not thinking properly. He's consuming their minds too much, mate. He's getting too cute at fucking selection. It's a game plan style and all this game fucking oppo analysis and all this bullshit they do. Just fucking let them go out there and play football.
Yeah, we're not going to see it until the season's over, which the season won't be over because of the top 10, you know, and we could still push for, you know, your 6th or 7th or 8th.
Matty?
There were two teams who played like us. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying, is there anyone who plays like us? No, there used to be. They're called Melbourne and Carlton. They got rid of their coaches. Now they're two of the most exciting teams in the league.
Exactly.
Carlton is a top 3 team in the last 2 weeks. They got Josh Fraser in, who was coaching with us 6 months ago. Simple as that. So Fly's the problem. He won, and this. We don't have the players to play like that. We absolutely smoked Sydney for a quarter and a half, and then we stopped.
Yeah, and I reckon we still should have beaten Sydney,
we
even
were
with
smoking West Coast, and we put the
yeah. I was going to say, even with when Steed come off, we still should have beaten them because we showed right at the end that we had that in us. Yeah.
Yep.
Something happened, like Steed come off, and
we're a younger side.
Yeah.
We're a younger side than when we were in 2023. A much younger side. We've got players who can run. We've got players got legs. We've got players in the reserves that don't get played. It's Fly. Sorry, in Fly we trust cult members, but it's Fly.
Yeah. Especially as well, the fact that we played the way that we did against Sydney, and also I am fully aware that we did lose the game. That was probably my favorite game of this season.
Absolutely, Sean.
Because it was
for sure.
It was literally kids that we played. The expectations were pretty low, but we fucking had a crack, and it was weird watching the game in the best way possible because I was like, oh shit, are we actually just gonna just throw caution to the wind and just be like, cool, we're probably gonna lose this game, but we're gonna go down with swinging as many fucking times as we can, and if something sticks, if we throw something at a wall, something sticks, great. But if not, it doesn't fucking matter because whichever wall we're going to throw shit at, expect that wall to get fucking dirty because we're throwing so much shit at it right now. You know? And it's great. Fucking some effort.
Great. This is getting fired up, mate.
But that's the thing. People are talking about this side. People are talking about this side as if it's like a 7th to 10th team. We are a 7th to 10th team now, and we are fucking shit. Imagine if we fired up and actually became a decent football side. And I've said it multiple times over the last year or so, where it's going to the season, we should have been coming off a 3P. And I know people can go, but 24, we didn't even make final tag. Can you say that? Our selection integrity has been fucking dog shit. Fucking dog shit. And we've enabled so many behaviors within the club where we are just not moving forward as a football club. We are moving backwards, if anything. And that's why, like, even the past few weeks, that's why I've been like so quiet lately. I've accepted the fact that our football club is fucking shit. But the one positive about this football club being shit is the fact that we are shit, but we are still only a 7 to 10 side. If that doesn't tell you that, like, we can't fucking win the premiership or we can't, like, go off and win the flag, will we win the flag? No, because we got fucking Fly as our coach. But at the end of the day, if Fly gets his shit together, we can fucking win the flag. That's the fucking point.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Also, you know what? None of us know now. None of us know now. None of us on chat know now. None of us know what we're gonna do Friday night. That's a problem. None of us on chat know how we're gonna play, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna fuck it. How's that game gonna look? Because it's all over the shop. So none of us are confident. In 2023, I didn't give a fuck because I knew the big boys were gonna come out and fucking play. Now we've become the absolute fucking fairy flossers. 2023, I didn't give a fuck. Every day when I wake up, I knew. Hey, when that magpie from the back 50 starts fucking swooping, get out of my fucking way. See? And we all knew what was going to happen. Once that handball receive starts from that back line, it's fucking on. You got fucking 4-5 runners screaming down the fucking middle. Right? The 50 scrambling. Cunts are panicking. Right? And we're kicking goals left, right, and centre. And also, we knew if we're 20 points down, we're not laying down our fucking colours. The colours don't get laid down. We're running over the fucking top of you. You understand? We're going to run right over you. And they were petrified of us. Now, they were petrified of us. They knew. When these boys come out after three-quarter time, we're fucked. They knew it. And we buckled them. Now, we come out and they're laughing at us. The West Coast Eagles laughed at us. And you've got 90,000 supporters there with PTSD shitting themselves just in case we drop a game against the Eagles fucking for Scotty's fucking record breaker. Do you understand? That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the drop off we've had. That's a major drop off, mate.
Hey, Mick, you're starting to take off. You've got 43 people watching now, and there's people in the chat. And I think they're on the wrong channel. I think they're in the wrong channel. Hey, Matty, this is bloke. N35D. Fly is fine. Relax with it, coach. Is the issue shit? Bro, get used to it, mate.
Oh, my God.
You got there's another probably 2 or 3 hours.
This is the Collingwood channel. This is what we do.
Put your seatbelts on, all you Fly lovers. Because he's getting wrecked for the next 2 hours.
This is what we do.
It's a joke. It's a joke of a coach. No, actually, let's have a little debate. N35D, can you give me one good aspect of Fly's coaching? And you can't use 2 prelims and a flag, and that he's a nice guy. Go. Let's get some. Maybe you might be right. I will concede. I'll back, and I'd like to hear what makes Fly a good coach. And I'll come back with 10 things that makes him not a good coach.
What I just want
We're not talking
Let's
about
have some thinking music before he gets back.
2026. He was a premiership coach in 2023. I will give you that. Okay, go. What else is he good for?
Yeah.
In 2020.
The more I want to say.
Go age. Yep.
Yeah, I just want to say 2020, and I say again, I feel like I probably bore people because I seem to repeat myself a lot. But it's not 2023 anymore. It's not 2023 anymore. Look at what Fly is doing now. Look at what Fly is doing now. Don't look back to 2023 and the successes.
We sound like Carlton bringing up 23 every fucking...
Exactly.
We'll be bringing up 23 in 10 years' time, mate.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like Carlton fucking talk about...
Actually, Mick, speaking of 10 years, what actually happened 10 years ago? Who won the flag in 2016?
Bullies.
Bulldogs.
And what have they done since?
Bullies.
You saw Doug tonight. He's dining out still. But that's what they expect. That's the Bulldogs. In fairness to Bulldogs supporters,
that's the thing, though. We are calling.
So
we should not be expecting that. We should
don't
be expecting so much quality test. There is a reason why we have 16 flags.
The same coach. He's the same coach. The problem is he's the same coach. Why the fuck has he changed the game style for? That's why I'm losing respect for him, because he's still the same bloke. Different story if he had a different coach. He's still the same fucking coach, and he's changed the game style. That's why I'm pissed off with him now, because he's causing us dramas. See, the flaw in 2023 is the same flaw we got now, but it's whether someone else is changing the game style, right? He's getting more defensively, but he's the culprit. He knows how to play football. He knows what won us the flag. Why the fuck would you change from what you won the flag? Like Mike Tyson. Do you think Mike Tyson will start going defensively, right, and start winning boxing matches defensively? No. He'll go out there and knock fucking blokes out. So Fly's the culprit here. He knows what gets wins. He knows what game style gets the job done, and he's fucked it up.
Yeah. Well, actually, I will touch on the change
he
in
does
the
it
game
every
plan.
now and then. He does it. I saw it in the first.
I would actually argue that we actually didn't change the game plan after the 23 flag. We reverted back to the Buckley, the Buck style of game plan, because all we've done since 23 is play defensive, and that's all the Buckley did. We played a super defensive game, and then just hoped that we kicked enough goals against the opposition. That to me is exactly what we've actually done since that flag.
Every now and then we show what we could do. Look at the first quarter against Sydney. That was 2022, 23. Everyone just went, how's this? We've just put 23 on the fucking flag favourites.
Absolutely.
We do it sometimes.
But why don't we do it every week?
And the week after, we're playing the week after against the VFL team.
Yeah, I agree.
Suggesting
we make them look
that
like
we do
fucking
it
the
for 4
Globetrotters.
quarters. You can't do it for 4 quarters, but please do it for more than 1 quarter.
Yeah.
In 2022-23, the issue is, we did really well. We were lucky, but we would only do it for a quarter. We would get to 3 goals down at 3-quarter time, playing Buckley-style football, and then we'd turn the gas on. Righto, we're 3 goals down, bang. And invertedly, we would scramble to a 2, 3, 4 goal lead in the last quarter. And we've got 30 minutes to go. Fly would say, right, put the Presti sign up. Let's go. And and then they'd come at us. So, but either way, we very rarely played more than a quarter or 2 of football. What's that?
It's basically as if we're playing the complete opposite of football. Where, as you said before, the first 3 quarters, it'd be super defensive, Buckley game style. And then the 4th quarter, it's as long as you got within that 2 to 3 goal range. All right, let's kick, let's have a 5-6 goal quarter and let's, win it by 2 goals or whatever, or, under a kick.
Yeah.
Where like now it's like, all right, let's have a massive lead and let's just hold on till the end of the game. Or let's have that massive quarter in the first quarter and let's just hold on for 3 quarters worth of football. Like, since when does that win you games of football? Well, I mean, obviously, I guess we have.
And that sounds
Yeah,
that was the 2018 grand final. That's what we did under Buckley.
Yeah,
we go 5 goals up in the first quarter and then park the bus for 3 quarters.
Yep.
So Fly's either coming back from 3 goals down at 3-quarter time or getting to a 3-goal lead with a quarter to go and then parking the bus.
We need to see something different. This is all what it comes down to. We cannot play the next 13, 14 weeks, finals or not, or however the season pans out. We cannot continue what we're doing now for the remainder of the year. If there's not enough evidence now that this junk, whatever game style we're playing, and like I said last week, no identity anymore. Like Manny said, when you go to watch the game, you don't know what we're going to bloody bring. 23, you knew what we were going to bring. This year, you got no fucking idea what we're going to bring at any given game. We cannot just go through the rest of the year with no identity. He needs to just have something in place, and I have this tiny bit of faith still in him that he's still got that spark in him. But a bigger part of me thinks he's just turning into a company man. You know, like I said earlier in the stream, just worrying about tenure now more so than anything else, because it's just the season's gonna peter out. We might make finals, we might win one or two, and like that's the best we can hope for. And it's just going to be a wasted year, really. It's very quickly just going down the wasted year path. No identity, no improvement from players other than a few young guys. Really, that's all it's been. It's just been nothing. It'd be a bit of a nothing burger so far to this point of the year.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. We could literally turn our season around in a week, and all we have to do is have the same plan we did against Sydney, have the same intent, and then just add a bit of selection integrity, and we're probably good for the rest of the year. We probably I don't know if top four is like possible at this point, but at least you can finish somewhere in the top 6 and be extremely competitive. Because in terms of at the end of the day, I don't necessarily mind losing to a certain point as long as we're having that Sydney type of effort. If that Sydney game we get that effort for the rest of the season, then at least I can rest easy, being okay. At least we gave it a crack, and we just weren't good enough. Because right now we are good enough. Still fucking because for me personally, I still feel like we are good enough to actually impact this season, but we are making too many damn decisions to where we are taking ourselves out of being that competitive team this year. That's what's pissing me off, is the fact that there is genuine reason to have hope this season, genuine reason to believe, fuck, we could actually give this, or we could have a shot at the flag and actually have a real crack. But the fact that we're not, and it's not due to a lack of talent, that alone is what is pissing me off this year. And the most part about it all is the fact that we can't even, just the fact that we can't even see any improvement or changes to what Fly is doing or whoever's making these damn moves. That's what's frustrating. So, because I can see a potential flag this year, but we're not going to get there because of our own incompetence. I'd rather get beating ourselves.
Sean, I reckon we might be playing possum.
We're fucking better because we're good enough. We are better than what we are.
I've heard that too.
Hey, do you reckon he's going to flip the switch?
Yeah.
Maybe we're holding things back now, so other teams don't work us out, and then they get comfortable with us, and all of a sudden we flip the switch, and then by that time it's too late for them to go to work on us because they're working on all the other teams. They're working on Geelong. They're working on Sydney. They're working on Brisbane. And we're in the shadows, and then all of a sudden we flip the switch, right? And then bang, we launch. Do you reckon they're playing possum, or do you reckon they're just fucking dumb?
I think we are intentionally fucking ourselves over. That is what I think is happening. I think we are self-sabotaging our own season for no fucking reason, especially when you have guys like Zach Butters that is looking for a football club right now. Why the fuck should we be self-sabotaging right now? I mean,
there's no way Butters is coming to Collingwood. Who would want to play under?
No way.
But at the end of the day, why the hell are you not looking, even just an isolation of the Zach Butters thing? That alone should be like, fuck, we need to be an attractive football club so we can get someone like Zach Butters in, because we need to get Nick some help. So even just on that alone, if that doesn't make you motivated to be putting out your best football or to showing this football club in the greatest of lights, I don't know what fucking will.
Hey, do you know what else? You know what also worked out? This is how dummy is this coach. You know what also worked out? In 2023, every time after this press conference, you know what he used to do? He used to go home. He used to call it a red wine replay, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many red wine replays? Do you know how many red wine replays he's watched this year? None, because we're that fucking boring, right? When he goes home and watches us, we're putting him to sleep, so he can see it. He can see it, mate. He knows exactly how we're fucking playing. and he's not adjusting us. He knows, mate. He knows, right? He can see it. Everyone else can fucking see. I bet you Nick and Josh and the rest of the players, they're probably thinking to themselves, mate, we're not playing fucking quick enough. We've got to quicken this up. We've got to move the footy, right? They know what's going fucking on, but he's too stubborn to change it, mate. You know what I keep saying? Oh, they keep the special saying, oh, what we're going to do is we're going to stick to the plan. Really? Well, the plan's not fucking working. So you better fucking change it. We're going to stick to the plan. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to come to the club and get better on a Monday and all this fucking bullshit.
Why are people in the chat talking about rule changes fucked us? Why are we using that as the excuse?
Excuses, Sean.
Selection
Does anyone change the fucked us, bro? Does anyone change the ruck rule?
Yeah, and that's only one position.
That's
Selection
right.
integrity is not based on rule changes.
Yeah, we look for excuses. Excuses, we're no good
We
because
always
of rule
do.
changes. Come on. Now, just on Sean's point before, I'll just give you a list of a few names that have said no to Collingwood. So, Zach Butters is going to say no to Collingwood. Ben King said no to Collingwood. Dan Houston didn't want to come to Collingwood. He only came to Collingwood because that ended up being his only option in the end if he wanted to come back to Melbourne. But he originally wanted to go to Carlton.
Yeah, all right. Wanted to go to Melbourne first.
Yep. Matty Rowell didn't want to come. Aaron Norton didn't want to come. The list just goes on and on and on over the last 2 or 3 years.
Only Perman come because he's a Collingwood supporter. Diehard Collingwood supporter. Perman come. He's a Collingwood supporter.
Yep. Now, why can't we attract these big talent and all these other clubs can? We've got the money. Why aren't they coming? You join the dots. I can tell you why. Because I reckon players know now that it's a career killer coming to Collingwood. The coach will kill you. The coach will kill you. I think that's what's happening now. And what does that tell you? We're not a destination club. It's just as simple as that. Unless we're paying extreme overs for guys, we're not a destination club. Jack Silvani, same thing. There's just I can just keep naming them. You know, it's ridiculous. If that doesn't that alone should give a few alarm bells to people. Like, why do we keep missing on these players? If we've got money to give them, why are they not coming? I reckon there's a part of it where the players know, I'm going to end up destroying my reputation if I go there because the coach just refuses to play me. He'll refuse to play me where my best position is and stuff like that. Manny even mentions it with Nick. I've seen Nick live. I've never seen him so frustrated as he has been this year. He is so frustrated this year. It's not funny. I can visibly see him out in the field. You might not see it on TV, but the handshake, like the hand flapping, like he throws his head back at times. He is fucking frustrated with what's going on out there. And this is all the things that are just creeping. They're not spoken about. Only supporters that go every week and maybe watch every week can see these things. But these are the things that are starting to creep into this club now. Frustration, extreme frustration.
Yeah. And, Nick just is craving help, man. We have not given him, since Tom Mitchell went down, he hasn't had a sidekick, that can just fucking help him out, man. And he's just trying to do a lot of things. He's banged up now, and we're playing him forward more. And look how good he is, man. We put him forward. He bangs on 2-3 goals, man. So we've got someone special, and I fear we're going to fucking, waste him, even though we've got a flag. But I hate talking about that. All right, we've got a flag. More flags, yeah? The Buckley situation when Buckley played, for years and years, he was our fucking main guy, and nothing came of it. I just feel sorry for the guy, man. Best player in the comp, but then there's like a significant drop from him in quality to our next best player, man. And
does everything. The blokes probably thinking, fuck, these blokes can't get out of the middle. I've got to go into the midfield. These blokes can't kick fucking goals. I've got to go down there and fucking kick goals. So what does Stops to fucking do? Right, because these shit kickers refuse to get the job fucking done every fucking week. They all they go missing there. Passengers. You can put a fucking train out there, and half of them will jump on the fucking train as passengers instead of them playing well every all together all the time. You might get one or two good players. That's why they stand there like fucking donkey's balls, because you can see them. If only 2-3 players, Geordie's been playing well, Nick's been playing well, Josh has gone downhill, right? And the other ones, they're just passengers, mate. Just trying battlers. You know what I mean? You need all of them to play 7 out of 10 football at the same time. So we start rocking and rolling. You can't rely on 2-3 players. It's not going to get the job done.
Yeah.
Plus the bloke's getting tagged every week. He's getting tagged every week. He's probably thinking to himself, when are we going to get some players in so the focus goes off me, so I can just get back to my game and start doing damage.
And this and he's going to get tagged on Saturday most likely. You know,
fucking
their whole Bevo's whole fucking research coming towards this game is like, stop Nick and they're fucked, mate. Because who's going to give him the spark, mate? You know, this flip the switch theory, Manny. I've been hearing it around the traps that the first half of the year we've up, like our training loads are high, like behind closed doors they're on the fucking treadmills hard, and then it's going to taper off at the end and they'll be able to play run and gun. I'm hearing this around the traps. It's probably fucking bullshit. I think I may have heard something from the club about this, one of the coaches saying it, because in the past they've experimented with different parts of the season where they've increased the training loads. Remember our premiership year, around just after the middle of the year, they went nuts fucking upping the training loads, and we're fucking losing games to fucking, we got smashed by Carlton. You know, we lost a few games in a row, but then we were fresher near the going towards
the only
the end of the year.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because this time last year we were sitting on top of the ladder, and then what happened was teams worked us out. They were going to work on us, and we started dropping. When we started dropping games near the end of the season, we dropped about 4 or 5 games in a row. Remember?
Yeah.
So I reckon they probably thought this time what we'll do is we'll hold back a bit. We'll hold back a bit so they don't work us out, and then we'll flip the switch. But that's me hoping it. I'm just hoping that's the fucking truth. But in reality,
me too.
right?
You had me excited there, man. You had me excited.
I'm just making myself feel better there, because if it doesn't change, we're fucked. Simple, we're fucked. So I'm hoping that they're playing possum until we flick the switch, because we're not halfway through the season yet, and we're 6 points away from fucking top 6. So we're still hanging in there. If we can flick the switch all of a sudden, right, our game style changes, and then all the other teams start panicking, and we start climbing up the ladder, and then they might even have a surprise for the final series. You never know what could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll guarantee you, if we go against the Bulldogs and it's long down the line, and then the week after when we play Melbourne and it's long down the line again, well then that series gone out the window because it's too fucking late.
Someone, my cousin Theo earlier on in the chat said we didn't fluke that flag in 23. Theo, we won 3 games in a row in the finals. We did well, but we won them all by less than a goal, man. It's a fine line, man. We won a lot of games that year fucking by less than a goal. You know, 1 or 2 of those games, the bounce of the ball's different or whatever fucking goes differently, and suddenly we're not, you know, that was a tight fucking top 4 that year, mate. from memory.
Yeah, but we earned the granny, mate. The granny was fucking. We earned the granny, mate. That was a fucking hardcore game. The granny. Yeah, fucking.
We smashed them in the. We smashed them in the
was.
granny. We missed a lot of shots, and we should have won by a lot more. But at
Exactly.
the end, the umpires fucking loved us at the end, mate. They fucking kissed us on the dick, mate. Right at the end, when there should have been fucking, they gave advantage for some shit where Brisbane were going forward. But we should have smashed them anyway, man. Bobby Hill kicked his 4 goals and then fucking shanked 3-4 goals. You know,
Exactly.
Kinnerton was doing fucking, side snaps from fucking 45 meters out, trying to be a fucking prima donna. And yeah, look, we hardly smashed any team that year, man. It was all fucking close games. So it was a real weird. It was a weird year, mate. You know,
because he puts the fucking signs up, mate. He puts the signs up. Fuck the signs. What do you want fucking signs for, buddy? Huh? Mate, just keep fucking going. Keep fucking burying. Why do you want to take a risk for another team to come back for? You give it an incentive. You want to punish them, mate. You want to mentally break them. So next time you play them, when they come up against you, they're fucking petrified. We like babysitting teams. We like whopping their bums. Nah, we don't want to be too nasty. We're just gonna just beat you and fucking move on, mate. Fucking punish them. Like fucking Geelong. See, Geelong punishes fucking Papley's kicking goals. They're fucking 70 points up, and Papley's fucking running around the ground, jumping around, giving high fives, rubbing it into fucking players' faces, mate. See, we've become a nice club there. You can tell we've become fairy flossers, man. Too nice, right? Too worried about what people are going to say to us, and all this bullshit. It's time to get fucking ruthless.
Yeah. Fuck it, hell, man. People in the chat, if anyone's new, welcome to the Magpie Army Chronicles. This is the way it is, mate. We call it as we see it. I think I pinched that line from Andreas. But the thing is, like, the general consensus here is we're not fucking content, man. We want to see fucking success, and that's the way it is, man. Having said that, anyone has contrary views to that, we respect it, man, and that's the way it is. Like on this stream, I like everyone to, we all have our differing opinions, but no one calls each other dickhead and stuff like that and goes crazy. Yeah, someone can say, we're always bagging Lipper, we're bagging Darcy Ball. But if you're a fan of those players, we're not going to call you, names and stuff like that. We'll respect your opinion. That's how it is, man.
But we're on the same page, Mick. We're all on the same page on this. We're all fucking frustrated, bro. Every single one of us is frustrated because we know that we can play better fucking football. We've seen it before, bro. If we hadn't seen it, it wouldn't bother us as much. But because we've seen it before, we that's why we're pissed off, bro, because we've seen them do it before.
Yeah. That's where the frustration lies. The frustration lies in the fact that you know that there's more to give, and either players have become content because they're just favourites and they're automatic selections and they're playing for records and they're playing for this and they're playing for that, or the alternative is they've just lost the hunger and the coach isn't ruthless enough to clean out the guys that aren't hungry anymore and bring in the new hungry guys. I think that plays a part too. There's a level of contentness, and that goes to the supporters as well. And I was one of them in 2024 and 2025. You're half content because you're like, oh, we've got a flag in the bag. Let's try and get that back. But like I said, it's the third year now after the flag, and we're just going down the gurgler. So it's there's reason to be negative. I don't want to be negative. I'm generally, people might find this hard to believe, but generally speaking, I've been positive, for the 2 years after the flag, more or less been mostly positive. But this year's just broken me because I just see the holes and I see the problems and I see the game plan. It's just all compounded to this point. So what used to be a minority of people that disagree with a lot of what Fly was doing is now probably on like a 50-50 split now. Think about that. Think about a guy that went from like 90% approval rating to 50% approval rating and going down. You just need to think about that. So again, like Mick always says, Matt, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But I reckon there's very legitimate and fair reasons to start questioning a lot of the things that are happening at the club right now. And
of
again,
course, man. Yeah.
You can be glass half full, glass half empty. You can think everything's fine. You can think everything's worse than it is. But at the end of the day, like Manny said, there's frustrations, mate. There is frustrations, and they're there for all to see, and no one can deny that. And you can back up Fly and whatever, and that's fine. But there is a level of frustration right now, and it's like I said, you're starting to see it on the field, mate. You're starting to see it. I'm telling you, I go every week. You're seeing it on the field. I promise you. You might not see it on TV. You can see it on the field. And when you got Nick not being happy, mate, that's red flags. I'm telling you. That's the massive red flag. When you got generational player who's probably, you know what he's probably thinking in the back of his head now? Do I want to be here for 5 years where it looks like we're going nowhere? This is the reality. I know no one wants to think of it like that, but this is the reality. If you don't get things right quick, this is what happens. Generational guys like Nick start questioning what the direction of the club is.
Exactly what Essendon, bro. Exactly what Essendon, bro. The Exodus starts happening. Exactly like Carlton. Players want to leave. Kerno and all them, they want to leave. Like Merritt. Merritt wants to get the fuck out of there, bro, because it's a sinking ship. They want to get the fuck out of there. And if we have to rely, you know what fucks me off? If all of a sudden the media is talking about we needed Pendlebury to win us the game. Oh, if Pendlebury was playing, they would have won the game. Are you fucking kidding me? Eh? Pendlebury now should be the cream on the cake, right? But he should just be the cream on top, not our main fucking suspect. That's the problem. You're relying on 38-year-olds to have a record-breaking game to get the job done. It should be the opposite. Pendlebury should just be roaming around, taking control, like the cream on top of the cake. But for us, it's the opposite. So all the other players have to do the job to allow players like that to just float on top and do it easy. But for us, it's the other way around. Like Nick should just be, right, the cherry on top, the absolute demolition man. So to really punish fucking teams. He's just there to punish teams. All the other players should get us there first. The other players should get us to the position first. And then you got players like Nick and Geordie and fucking Pendlebury just absolutely rubbing it in them. You know what I mean? That's what should be happening. But we're relying on Pendles. Pendles is out this week. Oh, we're fucked. Right, 38-year-old. Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Nick goes out. Nick goes out against Brisbane. Yeah, Nick goes out against Brisbane. Right, the world's going to end now. See, because we're relying on them too much. We need the other players to get the job done first, and then those boys there, they just come over the top.
Yeah, you're right, man. We should be. Pendlebury should be just auxiliary, man. Just there, mate,
Exactly.
helping out. Not the main guy. Oh, fuck, you know. Oh, Pendlebury's playing. We're going to be all right. It's like, mate, if
ridiculous.
If our list management was better, we'd be fucking running on top of the park, and we'd have Pendlebury there on the side, fucking killing it, and just fucking we'll be laughing because we've already got 2 or 3 good fucking mids, but we've got Pendlebury as well, you know, to tell them where to, you know, to help them out and stuff. So.
Hey, it's like the fucking bro. It's like the war there. The soldiers get the job done, and then you know what happens? All of a sudden, then you see the big cart come with a horse. The chariot rocks up, and guess who takes over? The king. all the other soldiers do the work, right? It's like the ants are there. The ants go out hunting, right, and bringing food back to the queen. She just sits back there. That's what Pendlebury should be doing there. He should be sitting back, right, and just fucking roaming around, right, dictating where players should stand, and all the other players should be getting the fucking job done. But for us, it's the opposite. We need Pendles to have 35 touches, kick 2 goals to even give us a sniff.
Yep. Voidoid, you watch Essendon games. Someone asked earlier, should we go for Darcy Parish? I say no. What do you say,
No way
Void?
there.
No way, huh?
Fuck that.
No way.
Passenger.
No way.
Shit kicker. He's on fucking.
We're not
He's on $1 million a
touching
year.
any Essendon players. We're not touching any Essendon players. No way.
Except for
The only
Cannon.
one I'll be taking. I'll be taking Mirror in a heartbeat. Mirror. I'll be taking Mirror instantly, but we're gonna have to pay too much for him. Like Mirror's perfect for us because he's a ball user. He can cut angles. He can cut angles and hit targets inside 50. I'll take Mirror, but it's going to cost us too much. They want 3 first rounders for him. They're delusional.
Yeah. But we don't cut angles, man. We don't do that, man.
We'll destroy. We'll destroy Merritt. We'll destroy him. He'll be kicking up the line. He'll be kicking up the line up the chimney before you know it, mate. He'll just be, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call stumps.
Fucking nice.
I really feel with a bit of trepidation that still there's 40 plus listening, but I gotta go to Preston Market tomorrow morning with the missus, and I need to get a nice sleep, and I've got other shit to do. So it's been a wonderful stream. It has. It's been fucking a fiery one, which is fucking good, mate. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck. And it's been a great. Thanks Matt for inviting your mate Doug earlier. That was great to have the Bulldogs perspective, and we had a great combo there as well. So that was good. And next time I'll be doing a watch along for the game against the Footscray Bulldogs. I think it's at 2:00 on Saturday. That's the next time I'll see you all. But yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you guys on the panel, guys in the chat. I'm pretty sure I've got everyone's tips it down. So can we say, man, pessimistic fucking selection, but fuck me dead, man. Just fucking go out and play like you did against Sydney in that fucking first quarter and fucking smash these fucking doggies, man. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
All right, good night, boys.
Excuse me.
Thanks, Mick. Thanks, Mick. Good night, boys.
Thank you, guys.
Go the boys.
Thank you, chat. Come on, boys. Catch us later.
Go the boys.